Shit, we're live already. Oops.
That's all right.
So I'm gonna spin it up on my phone. Problem is, sometimes it'll go down on power.
Eagles fans, we're jumped the gun here a little bit on the live stream. We're way early, but I wanted to get things out there. So hopefully you're tuning in, and we'll be jumping on probably about quarter till 10 for some insights into today's game, the Division 5 state semifinals at Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium between the Columbus Academy Vikings and your Liberty Benton Eagles. Give me a mic check.
Mike, 1, 2.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Not very good.
Check one there. Check one.
Better.
Okay. All right. Check one, check one.
Check one, check one.
All right, looks good. We're hot. Eagles
Can you
fans.
can you increase my sound, the volume just a bit?
How about there?
Keep going.
Right there.
It's all right.
All right, Eagles fans, we are a bit early here on the live stream. Hope you're able to tune in. Of course, you're seeing a splash screen from Liberty Benton Eagles baseball. Unfortunately, due to OHSAA regulations, we are unable to bring you the video, so the blank screen is not a technical issue. So we'll be audio only today as the Eagles are currently warming up on the field here at beautiful Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium in Canton, Ohio. So the state semifinals between the Columbus Academy Vikings and your Liberty Benton Eagles. We plan to join you in about 20 minutes, at about 10 till 10, for game time festivities and some intros. But for now, enjoy the splash screen. We'll probably jump on for some quick announcements so people know they've got the right spot. Again, unable to bring you video today due to OHSAA regulations, but certainly honored and pleased to be able to bring you the audio today. I am Jason Borman, your play-by-play commentator, and I'm joined in the booth by Matt Mosier, who's going to be filling in for John O'Donnell on colors. So we'll be back in about 20 minutes, maybe 10-minute updates here as we get closer to game time, but excited to bring you the action here at Division 5 state semifinals. Ladies and gentlemen, Eagles fans around the world, welcome to the Division V state semifinal baseball game between the Columbus Academy Vikings and your Liberty Baton Eagles. Folks, the screen is accurate due to OHSAA regulations. We are only able to bring you audio, so the blank screen is not a technical issue and will be there the entire game. We'll probably make multiple comments about that, as we do already have 10 viewers here, Matt, as we're ready to kick this thing off. Coach Rader and Coach Dunkel out at the plate, meeting with the umpires. It's a four-man crew here for the state semifinals. And what a great spot we're here at Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium. Let's talk a little bit about Columbus Academy here as we get ready to get this game started. As a heavily based Eagles fans sprinkling the stadium here with blue. But Columbus Academy comes into today's contest at just a 500 record, 16-16. But of course, we all know they've played a very tough regular season schedule. They narrowly defeated the Versailles Tigers in the regional final by a score of 3-2. Of course, that one hurt me as I'm an alum for Versailles. So a little extra juice here as I pull for the Eagles to avenge the loss for my Tigers. The postseason has actually been a pretty smooth ride for Columbus Academy outside of that Versailles game. They've won by scores of 13-1 in a sectional win over Mount Gilead, an 11-4 win over Fairbanks in the district semifinal, and then an 8-5 win over Northridge in the district final. Another big win in regional semifinals at 11-3 over Arcanum led to their regional title, as I said earlier, against Versailles. These two teams come in with no common opponents, but are 1-1 versus opponents common to me, as I'm associated with Versailles, as well as my nephew's St. Charles team that defeated Columbus Academy 2-1 earlier in the season. Now to talk about the Eagles, LB alum, and our color commentator for today, Matt Mosier.
Well, thank you, Jason. Indeed, it is a pleasure to be here for all of the Eagle fans who showed out strong, as we can see in the stands so far. The Eagles make their first trip to the state tournament after winning the district for the first time since 1997, along with first ever regional semifinal and final wins. The Eagles had a much closer and competitive road than the Vikings after their 18-0 shelling of Bluffton Pirates. The Eagles defeated Paulding 3-2, then gave Coach Rader that elusive district title with a 5-1 win over Swanton. After that district game, Coach Rader updated many of his alums, including players as far back as the 2019 team that was the first to make it to the district finals since 1997. Those players laid the groundwork, and nearly all of the players on the field today for LB were at that game in 2019 as spectators from the youth baseball program. A very special moment for all those players who put in the work for Coach Rader. Back to the tourney results. In the regional semifinal at Ed Sandy Field in Elida, the Eagles defeated Fairview 3-1 that included many defensive highlights, led by Connor Barber tracking down everything in center field and throwing out a runner at home plate, plus a tremendous pitching effort that we have come to expect from Jackson Nepper. In the regional final, the Eagles again advanced 3-1, this time behind the arm of Cooper Leatherman, and where the Eagles clawed out 2 runs early on infield base hits by Reed Irwin and Grady Latta, followed by an insurance run in the 7th inning when Isaac Schwarm laced a ground rule double into the gap. The Eagles had a great crowd that afternoon in Elida as the entire community, including a significant number of players from the youth program, were in attendance for the biggest win in program history. Today, the 22-5 Eagles look to build on that win against the 16-16 Vikings of Columbus Academy. Back to you, Jason.
Great color there, Matt, as Columbus Academy Vikings getting announced to the field. Again, that was Matt Mosier, our color commentator today. He's filling in for John O'Donnell. Everybody recognizes the common voice of John. He had some previously planned travel. He can't change. He's going to miss, and we're going to miss him, just as much as he misses being here. John has done a great bunch of work, prep work for this broadcast, as well as throughout the season. So please share gratitude with him for his work this week and all season long as the Eagles are starting to get announced here, all the players and the Eagles faithful on their feet, all of the blue shining through here today. Let's meet the starting lineups here. First, for Columbus Academy, coached by Todd Dunkel. They're in a gray jersey with maroon numerals, it appears, for Columbus Academy Vikings. Again, coached by Todd Dunkel, and a lot of assistants there, a couple Nicks, a Rob, a Randy, and probably nobody from Columbus Academy tuning in, so we don't need to hit all those. Leading off in center field, number 11, and you would assume coach's son, Dominic Dunkel. At shortstop, number 2, Trey Ransom. On the mound, number 7, Cooper Lebos. Catching and batting fourth, number 10, Will Donahue. At first base, number 23, Kevin Klingerman. At third base, number 4, Thomas Ruby. In right field, number 15, Ethan Parrish. In left field, number 5, Haves Donaldson. And at second base, number 3, Anthony Penny. For the Eagles, of course, the standard lineup as they're starting to run onto the field now. Eagles faithful cheering them on. Starting off, leading off center field, number 2, Connor Barbara. In left field, number 6, Reed Irwin. At third base, number 14, Zach Elkert. Behind the plate, number 19, Cooper Leatherman. At first base, number 18, Isaac Schwarm. At shortstop, number 1, Tayden Troyer. The designated hitter, number 8, Corbin Schwarm. On the mound, number 5, Jackson Nepper. In right field, number 11, Grady Latta. And at second base, number 4, Mac Smith. Again, the Eagles are coached by Matt Rader, Coach Cohen Nyes, Matt Koheiser, and Mason Holman, as well as the Bat Boys, Isaac and Zeke Rader, on the field today. The Eagles dressed in their home whites with blue numerals, and a few guys showing the blue stirrups, including Coach Rader, as the PA continues to go through their spiel here. Again, just a reminder, due to HSAA regulations, we are only able to bring you the audio, so that blank splash screen that you see is not a technical issue. We're going to pause for the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem has ended. Let's play ball. I'm going to kick it over to Matt to cover Jackson Nepper's pitching stats as the Eagles huddle up on the third base line.
Thanks, Jason. Jackson, of course, is the workhorse for the Eagles, coming in at 66.1 innings pitched over 11 starts. He has 11 wins and 0 losses and 2 saves. He leads the team in strikeouts with 55, a whip of 1.01, Ks per inning of 0.8, or just under 1. Jackson, again, will have to do his share to help the Eagles into a win. The Eagles have won very close games, limiting their opponents in runs in the last 3. So I think the last 4, they've limited to opponents to, I think, a total of 4 runs. So we're relying on Jackson again. We're relying on the defense. Jackson works quick, lets the ball get put in play, and lets his athletic defense behind him field it.
Absolutely, Matt. Great color there. And, you do see a splash screen there with some Eagles information. Oh, getting some word that maybe we're not live. Anybody having any audio issues? Looks like we're good. Getting some feedback here that we're not live, but we're going to jump in here. Sorry about that delay. Again, just a reminder, the splash screen is on there. We're unable to show you video today, but certainly privileged by the OHSAA to bring you live action here. So if everybody's tuning in, getting some feedback here that everything is working. I want to say this Capitol Committee, about the field house, and we'll talk a little bit about that as well as the journeys. We're going to kick off a new program here, and Matt and others will touch on that throughout. The QR code, you can scan that, get some information off of the newly formed website by Andrew Thomas for the Capitol Committee and see all the initiatives that we've completed and those that are on task in the future. But this journey began, Matt, 15 years ago. The goal was to rejuvenate LB baseball to a top-tier program, and we reached the pinnacle today. The steps were major, whether it was building youth tournament teams, hosting youth tournaments, qualifying for state ACME tournaments, building the field house, of course, with a special focus on baseball and softball, and then turfing those baseball and softball fields. The journey has been a long and hard one, but one that was always worth it. And today, the value is even bigger. There are so many coaches, parents, and players from the past that have contributed to this point. Many of them here today, and we'll try to call those luminaries out throughout the day. And if they can't be here, we hope they're tuning in for the biggest game in LB Eagles history. The Eagles are battle-tested. Their fans are frenzied as we're just about to have first pitch. Go through the defensive alignment, pretty standard for the Eagles. Out in left field, number 6, Reed Irwin. In center, number 2, Connor Barbara. In right, number 11, Grady Lattas. The Eagles are the home team. Third base, number 14, Zach Elkert. Shortstop, number 1, Tayden Troyer. Second base, number 4, Max Smith. First base, number 18, Corbin Schwarm. Behind the plate, number 19, Cooper Leatherman. And on the mound, again, number 5, the workhorse, Jackson Nepper. Cooper throws a strike down to second, and we're just seconds away from first pitch. Again, we thank everybody for tuning in. Again, feel free to throw chats out there as we're just about to get underway. 9:58 is the time I've got, so perfect execution here as Dunkel steps in from the left side, number 11. Again, we expect him to be the coach's son here, putting him and Todd Dunkel together. And getting some great feedback from everybody. We appreciate that. All those that have tuned in. Got 35. Oh, correction, 89 on the live stream, Matt.
Ooh, it's a hot one. It's a hot one. Up to the plate is Dominic Dunkel, who leads the team in most offensive categories, including 40 hits on the season, compared to the next closest team member of 32. He leads an average at 440, on-base percentage of 567, leads the team in runs and doubles with 37 and 26 respectively.
That first pitch was in low at 9:59, 79 degrees game time temperature. Jackson working quickly. That one misses inside, 2-0. Hot shot to the right side. Oh, Schwarm does not go after it, and that's a base hit to right field. Tough one in between Schwarm and the second baseman, and Isaac a little bit hesitant. It's a base hit to right.
Yeah, I don't know if he was going to get to it or not. It would have had to have been a diving play. Although, Jackson being athletic, he was getting over to the first base. You never know. Probably Schwarm's ball.
Stepping into hit now, number 2, the 2-hole hitter, shortstop Trey Ransom.
Trey Ransom comes in the game with 79 plate appearances with just a .215 batting average. He has 17 hits on the season. He's been hit by pitches 10 times, which leads the team, and also has 4 sacrifices. Elkert in close on the corner at third base looking for that sacrifice.
First pitch misses high and outside as Ransom was squaring around a bunt. The scouting report is a lot of small ball, a lot of speed from this team. Got to throw a lot of strikes here. Nepper struggling with that right now. Bunts through that one. Strike 1, 1-1 is the count.
Yeah, amazingly, he offered at that bunt and looked hesitant with 10 sacrifices on the year. I thought he would have been more comfortable with that one. Looked like a good pitch to bunt.
Great point as Dunkel leads at first. It is the top of the first. There's a pickoff throw back easily as Dunkel. Leadoff single by Dunkel. We're on a 2-hole spot. Again, we thank everybody for tuning in to this LB Eagles broadcast. Of course, the splash screen, we are unable to show you video today as he bunts through another one. Coop throws to first. Back in safely is Dunkel. Now down in the count is Ransom. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, Coach Dunkel down there at third base kind of leaned over and took a deep breath after Ransom missed that second bunt attempt. I'm sure he's frustrated with that because, as you said, they like to play the small ball.
Elkert goes behind the bag now, a couple steps. There goes the runner. Throwing down to second. He got a great jump. Oh, but a weird slide. He didn't slide. Mack unable to handle it, and the runner is safe. A little bit of nerves here, it seems like, Matt.
Well, I think Cooper rushed that throw just a little bit, but when not too many people steal on you throughout the season, get that footwork and the timing down, I thought Mack made a great play to try to get a tag down, but just couldn't complete the tag.
An awkward slide by Dunkel, but he is in safely as the count goes 2 balls, 2 strikes here to the 2-hole hitter. That one rings him up. Looking is Ransom. Strike.
Well, I think Ransom thought that was high. Of course, we can't really see the depth high and low up here, but we have a great view of balls over the plate. Ransom didn't like it. The umpire was definitive with that strikeout call, though.
Now batting the pitcher, number 7, Cooper Libas.
Libas also a very good hitter. Starting on the mound today, he has a .337 average with a slugging percentage of .461. He has 1 home run on the season, which leads the team. He has 25 RBI, which also lead the team.
First pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. We don't have any dimensions here at Thurman Munson Stadium, but the field is enormous. The outfielder's about halfway out. Cooper tries to frame that curveball and doesn't get the call, 1-1.
Boy, Libas held right in there, and that almost caught a piece of his shirt collar.
The wind is blowing out. This is tradition for LB Eagles games at Liberty Benton. Blowing out here as well. It's a hot shot to the right side and out of play.
I thought that ball was also up in the zone. I think Knepper's got to work down in the zone if he wants to have a 7-inning performance here, which I think that we expect and need for a victory.
The 1-2 here from Knepper, taking a little bit more time. Troyer and batter now calling time. Troyer working with Dunkel at second, trying to keep him close. And now Mack was going to work his way in as well. Again, we thank everybody for tuning in. Between 70 and 90 tuning in today. That one fouled straight back. A late swing there by Libas, but it stays alive.
Libas has got a great frame on him. Looks like your prototypical baseball player. It's not surprising he's the ace of the staff and the 3rd-hole hitter, Jason.
Yep, and stands right on top of the plate as is custom for most of these high school players. Knepper again taking his time.
Yeah.
Oh, ring him up. Catches him looking. Another strikeout looking for Knepper, and there's 2 down now here in the 1st.
Now, that was a much better curveball, and Libas knew it all the way. He just put his head down and walked across the plate back to the dugout.
Coach Rader gives the scouting report to the outfielders as we shift just a little to the left. Stepping into the plate, number 10, and catcher Will Donahue.
Donahue also a good hitter. Looks like he knows what he's doing up the plate. Big frame up there. Looks athletic. Has an average of .372. He leads the team in doubles with 11, slugging percentage of .500. He also has 13 strikeouts on the season. Let's see if Knepper can get his 3rd strikeout of the inning.
That one just misses outside, ball 1. 1-0 here to Donahue. We're going to struggle with that all day. After I screwed it up once, yep. Donahue. Will Donahue. Didn't he have a TV show? That one's lifted to left. Right at Irwin. He makes the grab for the 3rd out of the inning. 1, 2, 3. That's not correct. We got an infield leadoff single by Dunkel, but he is stranded at second, and we head to the bottom of the 1st.
Well, I hope everybody gets a flavor for the crowd reaction. I want to say this is just outstanding.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, Jason, even a little bit emotional. Like, I'm just blown away how many fans there are here that made the 2-hour-plus trip over to Canton and Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium. It is unbelievable. For those who couldn't make it, hopefully we'll do our best job to keep you up to speed on all of the action. But just an incredible crowd. People lined down up above the LB dugout. The stands sit up above the dugouts, a traditional minor league type baseball stadium. Just a beautiful facility, a little bit past its prime, but also just absolutely perfect for watching baseball with a covered roof. People can get out of the shade. Again, just an incredible crowd out here for the Eagles, Jason.
Yeah, absolutely. As I grab a couple of papers here, so I'll let you keep things going in between innings. But the Eagles are going to send the top of their order. The pretty standard fare for the Eagles. Again, Barbara, Irwin, and Elkert. We head to the bottom of the first. Eagles are a game tied at zeros as Columbus Academy puts a 0 spot on, and the Eagles looking to jump on them early.
Well, for everybody, again, listening at home, please share the live stream with us. Hopefully we get enough people tuned in. Share stories of their experience wherever you were, sitting in the office, maybe sitting at a basketball game, watching your daughter play. Hopefully you've all been able to tune in. We're excited to have you. And I'll tell you again, Jason, I think just getting those 3 outs in that inning and getting a little pep in your step, the Eagles come up to the plate. Barbara and Reed Irwin just ran out and can't wait to hit off of Labas. Of course, he has a lot of strikeouts in the season. We'll go over his stats. We expect the Eagles to play a little bit of small ball today, but the Eagles are exceptional at that with great athletes all up and down the lineup.
Yeah, I kind of spoke on it at the beginning. It felt like Eagles maybe a little tentative there as Schwarm didn't range to his right on that leadoff single, and then tough work kind of fielding throws down at second on the steal, but the Eagles get out of the inning, and hopefully the nerves are away as they going to step to the plate here. Coming up is, of course, number 2, the center fielder, Connor Barbara.
Well, Barbara is, of course, an exceptional athlete. He leads the team in plate appearances. He has an average of 358 with a slugging percentage of 420. He has 29 hits, with 25 of those being singles, 3 doubles, 1 triple, 0 HR, and 16 runs batted in. He has scored 34 runs, which ties for the team lead on the season. Also hit the starting pitcher today, Labas, who finishes his last warm-up pitch with the catcher throwing a strike down to second base. Cooper Labas, number 7, has 10 appearances. He has a 5-2 win-loss record with 50.2 innings pitched. He's given up 40 hits, 26 runs, 12 of those being earned. He gives up 13 walks, but the impressive stat to me is 75 strikeouts, which puts it at nearly almost exactly 1.5 strikeouts per inning. So he relies on that strikeout. Hopefully the Eagles can put the ball in play, make the fielders field it, and give ourselves the best chance.
Barbara had an exceptional regionals, and he steps into the plate here. First pitch from Labas. Catches the inside corner. Had some juice on it.
Yep,
Strike 1.
that just pounded the strike zone. He is not messing around.
Look for the Eagles to be aggressive here early. They've historically been aggressive at the plate, especially in the postseason. Now it's lifted high to the right side. First baseman ranging to the right, and he's going to run out of real estate. That one hits in the dugout. That was first baseman Klingerman. And I noticed that you said that he had 0 HRs, did Barbara? I also feel like I have a 0 in HR, but I think you meant home runs and not human resources.
Interesting. I've never really thought about HR much during a baseball game, and now you've brought me down to this level. No offense to all you HR folks out there in the crowd.
The 0-2 here from Labas to Barbara. Way outside. Nice scoop there by the catcher, Donahue. One ball, 2 strikes.
Labas was amped up on that curveball and wanted to throw the nastiest curveball of his life and threw it in the left-handed batter's box.
The third baseman back behind the bag now, not expecting bunt. Slow roller up the middle.
Yeah.
That's through for a single for Barbara to lead off the inning for the Eagles. Just past the diving second baseman, Penny. Great at-bat there by Connor Barbara. Not concerned about having an 0-2 and then 1-2 count. Attack the pitch.
Just a great piece of hitting. And I will tell you, Barbara was screaming at the dugout, pumping his fists up in the air, ready for Irwin to come to the plate. With that, Reed Irwin up to the plate. Reed leads the team in a lot of offensive categories, including he's second in plate appearances. He has a .437 average, which leads the team. He has 38 hits, 33 singles, 3 doubles, 2 triples, 0 home runs.
Squares the bunt. Back to Labas. Fields it cleanly. Throwing to first. Hustling is Irwin. Got him by a step. Good sacrifice bunt there by Reed.
Well, not surprised right there, Jason.
Yep, not surprised. The Eagles like to play small ball as well, and now they got the hammers up with a runner in scoring position, much like Columbus Academy did. We'll see if the Eagles can strike through here, break through as Zach Elkert, the third baseman, steps to the plate. Third baseman for Columbus Academy, Ruby, not 100% sure where to go. He's now even with the bag and guarding against doubles. Would not expect Elkert to be bunting here. unless it's bunting for a single, as now the boss and the catcher now going to run out and have a little conference. Let's talk about some stats from Zach.
Thanks, Jason. Zach, of course, comes to the plate being one of our better athletes, and that's tough to say with this lineup. And I can't find his name. Thank you. Okay, Zach Elker, number 14. He's appeared in 26 games. He has 101 plate appearances, 65 at-bats, leads the team in OBP at 604, GPS at 1358, and slugging percentage of 754.
First pitch inside and tight. Tried to take it off the elbow, but called for a strike.
Elker also leads the team with 2 triples and 5 home runs. I'd like to see him put one off the Thurman Munson sign in left center right now.
We've opened up the door here in the booth. You might be able to hear the wind whipping through us right through center field. As Matt said, we have a great spot here at Thurman Munson Field. Big lead by Barbara. Shortstop holding him on. Swung on and just fouled. That looked awkward from up here.
Looked like he got jammed a little bit on that, Jason.
So no balls, 2 strikes. Again, LaBosse working from ahead in the count, aggressive. Would expect the Eagles to try to use that against him. Elkert going to have to battle here. Barbara stands at first, bottom of the first, tied at 0s. Here in the state semifinal game, LB versus Columbus Academy. Again, we thank everybody for tuning in. Almost 190 viewers. Fantastic. We call those households, actually, so numerous people tuning in. Swing and a miss, outside curveball. There's a throw back to second. Back in easily is Barbara as Elkert down on strikes. Stepping to the plate now, the catcher, number 19, Cooper Leatherman with 2 down.
Well, again, not surprised with the strikeout. As Leatherman comes to the plate, Leatherman leads the team with 88 at-bats. He has a .398 average. He leads the team with doubles with 19 and leads the team with RBIs with 34. Hopefully he can add to that and get his 35th of the year.
Pickoff faked from LaBosse at second. Now very concerned with Barbara, who now is doing his job, keeping everybody occupied there. Distract the pitcher a little bit as Ransom, the shortstop's holding him on. LaBosse down to the set. Coop, swing and a miss. Big cut, expecting one on the inside corner. That one hit the outside corner for a swinging strike.
It's interesting. Columbus Academy shading Leatherman just a bit over to the right side. The right fielder is extremely shallow. Reminder, Leatherman hit one over the Fairview right fielder's head for a 3-run double in the district semifinals.
That one misses outside and low. Nice stop by Donahue. Keeps Barbara at second. Yeah, you're right, Matt. It's interesting, and he's shading that way, and all the pitches have been outside. So those 2 things don't seem to be lining up here. See if Leatherman could take advantage. The 1-1 with 2 down here in the bottom of the first. That one high and inside. Leatherman backs out of the way, 2-1.
Well, that 1-1 pitch, as everybody knows, is the most important pitch in baseball. Now the script is flipped with Leatherman with the advantage at the plate. Let's see if he can do something with this 2-1 pitch.
The center fielder playing very deep. Again, right fielder very shallow. LaBosse to the set. Swing and a miss. Another pitch catches the outside corner. Steady diet of outside pitches to Coop. See if he can adjust. 2-2 as the catcher threw down to second. Trying to take off Barbara.
The catcher did not throw down the second. He threw it back to the pitcher over the pitcher's head. And, you know, I said that he threw a strike during warm-ups. I am not that impressed with the catcher's arm right now. I'd like to see if the Eagles can take advantage of his arm. His throwing motion is a little bit funky. Does not have a quick release. So stay tuned on that action.
Now the second baseman, Penny, comes in to cover second to keep Barbara close. The 2-2. Swung on a miss. He dropped it and tags Leatherman for another strikeout. So 2 strikeouts from both pitchers. Both worked through leadoff singles and jams. And we are tied at 0s after 1, Matt.
Well, that was a sharp curveball with pure command. I don't know that Leatherman had a chance to hit that. He's got to look fastball. The fastball is good. That curveball was right on the outside third of the plate, maybe even just barely caught a corner, and Leatherman goes down on strikes. That was 3 strikeouts in the inning?
2.
2 strikeouts in the inning and sacrifice. Thank you.
So no runs, 1 hit for the Eagles. They strain 1. A mirror image of the book here is Columbus Academy did the same thing in the first as we head to the top of the second. Coach Scott Arnold, one of the luminaries, walking around here doing some handshakes. Past Superintendent Mark Kowalski in the house today supporting his favorite Eagles. Again, Matt said it, the bleachers sprinkled with blue. The sun is shining and it is toasty, but great setup here at Thurman Munson Stadium. We got an overhang, so some shade right behind the plate and even around the sides as those Eagle fans not so brave have found that shade.
Speaking of luminaries, I caught Joe Mahalik and Debbie Mahalik walking in with Joe and Susan Wright, who have been faithful LB supporters at baseball and basketball games, of course, football games as well. Joe was a former baseball coach. Great to see Joe and family, both Joes and family, out at the stadium. So if you have any relatives listening, we give a shout out and tip our hats to the legacy that those guys have left.
Yep, speaking of legacy, that you can see some QR codes out there for the Eagles Foundation and the capital campaigns that we've run historically. I touched on those earlier, especially with the field house and some of the field setups. Some new programs getting ready to kick off, so scan that QR code if you're looking for information. And if you want to contribute or get more information, you can reach out to the email there, lbcap2020@gmail. As we start off the second inning, Kevin Klingerman, the first baseman, steps in. He's the 5-hole hitter for Columbus Academy. Elkert at third, even with the bag. Knepper with the first pitch. Hot shot, straight back, heads up, sports fans. That one's off the reservation. Oh, what a catch.
Great catch by an Eagle.
I think that's Jackson Knepper's sister.
Outstanding catch.
She's just an athlete, folks. Off the facade and right to her.
Klingerman has a 265 average. He leads the team, or tied with team lead, with 1 home run.
Swing and a miss on that curveball. He's down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
Jason, I was curious on that last pitch. Was that a changeup possibly, or did you have a curveball?
I think it probably was a change based on how it dropped. You're right.
I thought that was a great pitch. The hitter way out in front of it.
That one just foul tipped off the glove of Leatherman. He slaps the glove, upset that he couldn't hang on.
Klingerman's weight was way over the plate, kind of waving at that one. Lucky to stay alive.
And just misses outside. Eagles faithful wanting that one, but clearly that's where Leatherman was set up. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Klingerman, leading off the second inning, tied at 0s. That went way outside now, 2-2. As Klingerman trying to battle back, Knepper doesn't want to lose him. Klingerman bats from the right side. Goes inside and misses inside. Now the count runs full. Just missing a bit is Knepper. Now the count runs full here to the 5-hole hitter, Klingerman.
I think you got to pound the zone with something catching a lot of the plate. He does.
Yep, that one in the hole.
Klingerman makes him pay.
Yep, base hit to left field by Klingerman. Good at bat there by the young man who got in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes, and Knepper unable to finish him off. So again, we'll see if there's some small ball here from Columbus Academy. As stepping to the plate, the third baseman, number 4, Thomas Ruby.
Ruby comes in the game with just over a 300 average at 302. Has a slugging percentage of 349. He has 4 doubles on the season with 13 RBI, scored 19 runs, 12 walks. He is tied for the team lead with 24 strikeouts, so let's see if Knepp can get one of those.
Elkert expecting a bunt in on the green turf. Couple steps. First pitch swinging, lift to the right field. That's in the gap. Ladd arranging, makes the grab. Hustling back to first is Klingerman as there's no throw. Nice play there by Grady.
Well, as we said at the top of the broadcast, Knepp just let him put it in play, and our outfielders and infielders just go get the ball. That looked like it had a shot to be in there, but Latta made it look easy.
Yep, Grady, nice play there in right field. 1 down here in the inning, stepping to the plate, the right fielder, number 15, Ethan Parrish. Pickoff move back easily is Klingerman.
Parrish comes to the plate with only 64 at-bats and a under 200 batting average at 172.
That one catches the outside corner for a strike. Parrish wearing the number 15 in honor of Thurman Munson. You can see it out there in center field.
In honor of him, or just coincidence?
I would
kind
assume
of probably a coincidence.
Probably a coincidence, since he's in the program as number 15. Pickoff move back in easily. There goes the runner. Swung, hit and run. That one's fouled, out of play.
Boy, the runner was chopping his feet and moving the whole way. I would have liked to see Knepper make him stop, even throw over there another time.
That was an interesting, kind of running leadoff, as you said.
That was almost certainly a hit and run.
Knepper ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes here to Parrish. We are in the top of the second. Ball game tied at 0s. Both teams have threatened in every inning thus far. See if Knepper can battle through here. That one fouled off the facade again. Nope, that one's going to go over us. Off the reservation.
Off the reservation is a throwback to the Indians. Was this a former Indian minor league facility? I don't know if that's true or not, but
I did see a Chief Wahoo, I think, on the way in.
Right.
He's running again. Leatherman throwing down. Got a chance at him. Got it.
Yeah.
Leatherman picks it off, throws the ball to Troyer, and they tag him for the caught stealing. Scoring 2-6 on if you're scoring at home.
Compared to the first stolen base, Leatherman had a great pitch to handle, had a great transfer, and threw a strike down to second base. A beautiful tag by Troyer to get the out.
Absolutely great effort there by the Eagles. Troyer puts the tag on the 1-2. That one catches the outside corner, ring him up looking, strike 3, and we're out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, nobody stranded as we head to the bottom of the second. Eagles fans cheering loudly.
Boy, I'm calling it right now. This is going to be a game where we just have to scratch one across. We got to try to win 1-0. I'm telling you right now.
I think both teams probably thinking that in the dugouts. First one to strike could be the first one, could be the one that ends up winning this one here, as this is a battle for certain. So Eagles are going to send to the plate 5, 6, 7, very similar to what Columbus Academy just did. We got the Schwarm brothers sandwiching Mr. Troyer, who did a great job cutting down the runner at second with the tag on the steal attempt. So Schwarm, Isaac, Tayden Troyer, and Corbin Schwarm will be our batters. Again, we thank everybody for tuning in. Keep the chats coming. Says that Klingerman played in the Little League World Series 2 years ago for New Albany. So great recognition there, and it said it hit extremely well in the regional game. So that's Scott Ward chiming in. I feel like Scott is maybe a Tiger. I think that's one of my buddies from Versailles.
Very interesting. Well, thanks, Scott, for that tidbit. Hey, I've got another tidbit. The catcher just threw it about 35 feet back to the pitcher and is struggling just to play catch with the pitcher. I'm telling you, we need to take a look at running the bases a little bit. If we get somebody on, maybe it's not the sacrifice on the first pitch. Give them a chance to steal. Sacrifice on the second pitch and get him over to third base with 1 out. If we can get that type of situation, I would love to see it. I really don't think the catcher is going to throw anybody out.
Great analysis there, Matt. You're not the second best color guy in the BBC for nothing. Of course, number 1 is our friend John O'Donnell, unable to be here with us today, but always does a tremendous job with the technology, getting things set up. And if I'm able to come here and plug everything in and get it running, that's due to his great leadership and great work there. Donahue now looking at his hand, having a hard time gripping the ball, as Isaac Schwarm's going to step in here in the bottom of the second.
Well, Isaac comes to the bat with just a big stick. He takes a rip warming up, and he takes a rip at the plate. He's got a .322 average with 19 hits, 12 of those singles, 7 doubles, 12 RBI, 21 runs scored, 18 walks. And I think that he has a home run on the season, but maybe that was against Van Loo.
It was.
It didn't count.
And didn't count. As that first pitch high and inside, but called a strike to Schwarm, who was taking. Yep, that's one of John's favorite things to quote, is the grand slam by Schwarm that didn't count due to the game not being an official game versus Van Loo. The 0-1 here as LeBoss takes a ton of time on the mound. Hot shot down the third baseline, foul. Rader does not even give an effort to try to make that play. Schwarm down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Who do we have in left? That's not Lipsick in left field?
I do not think so. That might be.
It's got to be the next game, right?
Yeah, that would be the Valley Indians. Is that Lucasville?
Okay.
Yeah, they're purple.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Schwarm down on strikes for the first out of the inning. Lee Boss has got that curve on the outside corner, working great. And stepping to the plate now is a shortstop, number 1, Tayden Troyer.
Well, Troyer comes to the plate with 69 at-bats and a .275 average. He has 19 hits on the season, 17 of those being singles, 1 double, 1 triple, 14 RBIs, 18 runs scored. He fouls off the first pitch.
way in front of that one was Troyer off the end of the bat, fouled it into the dugout. Third baseman Ruby expecting a bunt in on the green turf. Couple steps here. Again, a beautiful Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium in Canton, Ohio. That one catches the outside corner. Whoo, got that call. Knepper wanted that one earlier and didn't get it. 0-2 now to Troyer. LaBosse working from ahead in the count constantly here versus the Eagles. Swing and a miss way outside. Couldn't grab it. Strikeout number 2 of the inning. 4th of the ball game as Troyer down on strikes. And stepping to the plate, the designated hitter, number 8, Corbin Schwarm. Sorry, Matt.
Yep. I think Troyer was looking fastball, got the curveball, kind of waved at that. The guy's got to have a plan up there. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah, he's got a devastating curveball after he gets ahead 0-2, and the Eagles unable to figure it out so far. Isaac's younger brother Corbin steps to the plate, designated hitter. Boisterous crowd from fan from Columbus
wanted
Academy
that strike,
wanted
didn't
that
they?
Strike, yeah.
Ball 1.
Corbin bats from the left side. Here's the second pitch. Rips one right at the second baseman. Takes a step back, fields it cleanly, throws on to first. Got him. That's Penny to Klingerman for the 3rd out of the inning. The Eagles go quietly. No runs on no hits. After 2 complete, we're still tied at 0s. Looking for some other luminaries. I see current superintendent Bruce Otley and Brenda Frankert also here. Great attendees, great supporters of LB Eagles baseball and the school. They do a tremendous work at Liberty Benton. In the top of the 3rd, we're going to have the 8, 9, and 1-hole hitters coming to the plate here. Again, we thank everybody for tuning into this broadcast. You see the splash screen there. We are unable to bring you video due to the restrictions set by the OHSAA, but we are excited to bring you the live audio, try to capture all the excitement and energy that we see on the field and put it through to your live stream via audio, and we thank you for tuning in. So that is not a technical error. The splash screen is a requirement of the OHSAA. And again, there is a QR code and some information there on the latest going-ons for the LB Capital Committee as they start to roll out a new program here, and so many youth here that will continue to benefit from all the facilities as we look to continue to upgrade and expand as we move into the Northern Lakes League, Matt.
Well, thanks for throwing that out there. Big shout out to all the past donors, the committees, the administration, athletic directors who have made some of our facilities improvements possible. The school district does their part. Private donations do their part. We like to keep it going, benefit all the kids, keep them at the school, keep them busy, keep them involved in athletics. That's certainly the goal.
First pitch from Knepper fouled into the Eagles dugout. This is Donaldson, Hayes Donaldson, the left fielder, number 5 at the plate. First pitch swinging strike.
Hayes only a .233 average this season. He has 14 hits, 9 ribbies, scored 8 runs, 8 walks. He's been hit by 6 pitches as he grounds to the third.
Throws to first. Got him. Elkert to Schwarm. 1 down in the inning.
I'd like to debate your terminology of a hot shot right there. It looked like a fister right down one hopper to Elker, who made the easy play.
Got to him quick because he was in.
Okay. Better.
The 9-hole hitter steps to the plate. That's number 3 and second baseman Anthony Penny with 1 down here in the 3rd. Game tied at 0s. Columbus Academy versus Liberty Benton Eagles, Division 5 state semifinal.
Penny comes to
ball 1, sorry.
Penny comes to the plate with 65 at-bats, .294 batting average. 25 hits, including 8 doubles on the season. He also is tied for the team lead with strikeouts.
Does not offer at that high. 1-2-0 as Knepper working quickly. Hot shot back up the middle, just past the glove of Knepper and into center field. That's a base hit for the 9-hole hitter. 3rd base hit in 3 innings now for Columbus Academy as they continue to keep a little bit of pressure on Knepper as the number 1 leadoff hitter, number 11 center fielder Dominic Dunkel steps to the plate. Dunkel singled in the 1st to the right side in the gap there between Schwarm and Smith. Dunkel, left-handed batter. Elkert expecting bunt at 3rd. Big lead off there by the 9-hole hitter. It stands at 1st. That's Penny. First pitch in for a strike.
I thought Dunkel kind of rolled over that first at bat, but it was certainly had enough steam on it to get in the hole between first and second. We talked quite a bit about that, the opening. Thought we were a little bit lucky to get out of that inning without any damage with the 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up right behind him.
Yep, a lot of dancing by the runner. Pickoff attempt. See if we can catch him jumping. A lot of movement over there by Penny at first.
It does look like Penny's getting ready to run. We also have a left-handed hitter making it a little bit more difficult for Leatherman to throw to second base.
The 0-1. Does not go. Hot shot. Center is in the gap. Barber ranging to his right. Not going to get to it. Fields it cleanly. Here comes the throw in to second. In with this double, sliding double, is Dunkel, and runners at second and third now with just one out. So Dunkel's been all over Knepper here. He's now 2 for 2 on the day, and in steps to the plate the shortstop number 2, Trey Ransom. Ransom struck out looking back in the first.
Yeah, Ransom got a couple curveballs, I believe, in that first at bat. We thought the strikeout pitch was maybe a touch high.
Long time here for Ransom, getting the signs from the coach. Elkert in 2 steps on the green turf at third, protecting against bunt, safety squeeze, anything that Columbus Academy tries to scratch across here. First pitch in for a strike. Otherwise, standard defensive alignment for the Eagles. Again, a lot of time here by Ransom to get signs. That works against Knepper, who likes to work quickly.
Here it comes, squeeze, run at him.
Troyer behind him, a little late getting over there. Is safety squeeze.
Safety squeeze, yep.
That one was high, did Ransom, and at least a third of the way down the field down the line was the runner Penny. He was just really tracking Elkert, who was charging, and Troyer unable to get behind him for the pickoff attempt. Squares the bunt, lifts one to the right side and into the stands. Strike 2.
Well, as you said, we could really use a strikeout right here, Jason.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down. Runners at second and third. It's the top of the third. Game tied at 0s here at the Division V state semifinal game in Canton, Ohio. Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium.
Curveball outside.
Just gets a piece of it, fouls it off into the glass break.
That looked like a fastball. No? Or was that a slider?
I think it was a slider. One and 2.
Going back outside.
Steady diet at outside pitches. That one
Rung
catches
it
the
up.
outside corner.
Yeah, there it is.
Got him looking. The second time Ransom goes down on strikes looking in the ball game.
I got to tell you, if that's on the black, it is a stitch on the black.
Just catches the outside corner, but the Eagles have been chasing them all day when they're at the plate. So Labas, the pitcher, now facing his opposite number in Knepper at the mound. Chance to break this game open and help himself out here. Runners at second and third, 2 down. That one misses high. Ball 1. Cooper also struck out looking back in the first.
Jason, I looked down at the third base coach, the head coach, Dunkel, and he just walked away from home plate so he didn't yell at the...
That one's down the line. That's going to be extra bases. 2 runs are going to score. Labas rounding first, going into second standing. That's a 2-run double for Labas. And they're ahead. The Columbus Academy Vikings ahead now 2-0. Knepper going to have to continue to work out this jam. 2 down. Will Donahue, the catcher, at the plate. He lifted a fly ball to left field right at Reed Irwin back in the first for the 3rd out of that inning.
Well, the Vikings now with 5 hits and certainly timing up Knepper for sure.
First pitch catches the inside corner for a strike. So Columbus Academy makes first blood here. Is that one? Ooh.
A little high.
A little high. 1-1. Mack holding on the runner at second. Hot shot down the third base line. Foul ball. Fielded cleanly by Elkert, but called foul by the umpire.
Interesting mechanics by the third base umpire who's playing behind the base. I'm not sure exactly what the mechanics are. I would have thought that fair foul between home and third was the home plate umpire's call, but they seem to be on the same page.
The 1-2. Hot shot. Foul as the Academy fans fired up about that one. Irwin instructed to let it go. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'd really like to see the change up here, down and away. After that, after a couple swings where he rolled over him to past third base. Oh.
Just misses high. Eagle faithful wanting that one. The count runs to 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. 2 runs are in. You would say 2s are wild here for Jackson Knepper, as we also have a runner on second. Hot shot to the right side and out of play. Heads up, sports fans. You got to stay alive here. Ball's ricocheting off everything. That guy finally made a juggling grab. Kind of embarrassing, really. That one misses high. Count runs full. LaBosse stands at second. 2 runs in so far for the Vikings. And again, we thank everybody for tuning into this broadcast. Knepper showing some frustration, I think primarily with Coach Dunkel, who takes a lot of time sending in signs, slowing down Knepper's rhythm. Shot to the third baseman. Elkert fields cleanly. Throws on to first. Got him. Schwarm with the stretch. So 2 runs, unfortunately, for the Vikings on 3 hits. They strand 1. We head to the bottom of the third. The Eagles trail 2-0. No errors there for the Eagles, so just a great bit of hitting there by the Vikings, Matt.
Well, it was good hitting. Just bottom line, they put it where we weren't. Line drives, not fly balls. You hit the ball in the air to these Eagles, they go track it down. So just good all the way around, not much you can do. They answered the bell. Solid base hits.
Yep, now the Eagles going to try to do the same as they send 8, 9, and 1 to the plate here in the bottom of the third. Again, we thank everybody for tuning in. Over 200 households viewing in and tuning in, and we appreciate that. Again, the splash screen is on there per OHSAA regulations. We are unable to show you live video, but again, honored to bring you live audio this state semifinal game here in Canton, Ohio at beautiful Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium. Again, a ton of fans here for the Eagles and a few fans here for the Vikings. I shouldn't short sell it here, but the Eagles are sprinkled throughout the stadium. We don't really care about the home side and the away side, it appears, as we had a ticket for a certain location and we're going to sit in it.
Right behind the visitors' bench.
Other luminaries, I see Henry Schwarm giving some instructions here, talking with Mr. Ostermiller, trying to figure things out here, how we're going to break through. A few umbrellas down there on the third baseline as the sun is shining brightly. Game time temp was 79, and it's just getting hotter here on this turf field. Beautiful facility. The one thing, Matt, that they're missing are the dimensions. We don't know dimensions down the line. That's something is a staple at Liberty Benton.
Well, thankfully, I've got my rangefinder. I stepped out to home plate before the game. I lasered it. It's 302 down the left field line, but a deep 397 out to center where Thurman Munson's 15 is. It's a short porch in right field at 275.
Impressive.
And if you believe that, I've got a house to sell you.
Lakefront property in Arizona?
Lakefront property in Arizona. Well done.
So again, Knepper here looking to help himself. He's going to lead off the third for the Eagles. LaBosse has had a steady diet of strikes and keeping the Eagles off balance with curveballs on the outside corner, ringing them up. Eagles unable to catch up to them and find them. So we'll see here what the Eagles can do in the third if they can make the adjustments. Of course, Columbus Academy did, jumping on the Eagles for 2 runs there in the third, and that is the difference in the game. 2-0, Columbus Academy leads the Eagles as Knepper steps to the plate.
Knepper comes to the plate with a 290 batting average, 18 hits on the season, 16 of those singles, 2 doubles. He has 14 RBIs, scored 20 runs.
First pitch swinging through it, strike 1.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to have to shorten up and just put this ball in play and see if the Vikings can field it as well as their pitcher can throw it.
That one misses way outside, not stopped by Donahue to keep it from going to the backstop, 1-1. Oh, gets that pitch. That seemed like it was being called high versus the Eagles, but called a strike here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. O'Donnell would have threw a pen on that one. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Eagles can't find that outside corner, and down goes Knepper, 1 down. Now stepping to the plate, the right fielder, number 11, Grady Latta.
Latta comes to the plate with 63 at-bats, a 302 average. He has 19 hits, 17 of those singles, 1 double, 1 triple. 12 RBI with 19 runs scored. He's also walked 9 times.
First pitch swinging, fouls into the glove. No, just swung through it, strike 1. Latta from the left side of the plate. Pretty standard defensive alignment, although the center fielder now shading towards the left. That one's lifted high to the center fielder. Now he's charging. The second baseman going back, and he makes the grab. 2 down in the inning.
Well, Latta put a good swing on that, but it just got in a little bit on him, shortened up his swing, just couldn't get the barrel on it.
Yep, a little jam shot out past the second baseman for the second out. Barbara, the leadoff hitter, steps in now to the plate with 2 down. Barbara singled into first, but was stranded at second in that first inning. Looking to get the Eagles started here with 2 outs.
Oh, pitch was low.
Nice frame job by Donahue as the Viking faithful really wanted that strike. That one misses outside, skips to the backstop. 2-0. Again, a great turnout here for the Eagles. 2-0. LaBosse now taking his time in the windup. Hot shot to the third baseman. Fields it cleanly, throws on to first. Got him by half a step. Nice play by the third baseman, Ruby, for the 3rd out of the inning. The Eagles go quietly, 1, 2, 3. And after 3, they trail 2-0. So broadcast here by Canton, if those are tuning on, they are live streaming video, and I see a reporter along the sidelines there with the mic in the Columbus Academy area. So taking a look there. So one thing we don't offer here on our audio live stream is a sideline reporter, and probably rightly so. Those guys are a little sketchy usually. So again, we thank everybody for tuning in. And again, continue to chat us up if you're tuning in. See the May boys, Jim and Austin May, tuning in. Finley Truck and RV, we thank them for tuning in. Being great viewers and sent me some links this week here. We appreciate all their support throughout the season from the Mays. And Knepper, as usual, is ready to go, just waiting for the hitter to come to the plate. That hitter is the 5-hole hitter, second base, 23, the first baseman, Klingerman. Klingerman had a single in the second, then was thrown out stealing in that inning for the second out of the second inning.
Well, I think that this could be the most important inning from here on out. If Knepper comes out and shuts him down, gives us a chance to put a run on the board without any more blood, that's going to be the key.
First pitch just misses outside as Klingerman checks his swing, and the appeal says safe. Yep, Eagles need to find some rhythm here, get that energy back that they had in the first inning. That one misses way outside, 2-0. I think Matt Knepper a little bit rattled here that Columbus Academy has been able to get good bat on ball. That one lifted high to center. Going back deep is Barbara over his head. 2 hops the fence. Klingerman rounding second. He's going to head to third. Here's the throw. Offline. Under it. Just offline from Troyer. And that's a leadoff triple for Klingerman.
Well, I thought Troyer did not get the ball out of his glove quite quickly enough. He did not expect the runner to be going to third. That hesitation might have cost us.
So a leadoff triple here by Columbus Academy, threatening again as they lead 2-0 here in the 4th. A deep drive, riding the wind to that deep shot to center, just over the outstretched arm of Barbara for a leadoff triple. And now stepping to the plate is the third baseman, number 4, Ruby.
Boy, I thought Barbara was going to get to it.
He had a great jump on it. Had a beat on it. Ruby lifted a fly ball to right. There's a hot shot to the shortstop. We're going to concede the run. Troyer throws to first. Got him. as the runner scores from third. One down in the inning. Coming to the plate now, the 7-hole hitter, right fielder, number 15, Parrish. Nice play by Troyer there to recover, but Columbus Academy does strike for the third run of the game, first of this inning. That one catches the outside corner for a strike. Parrish in the second, struck out looking for the third and final out of that inning. Lifted high and off the reservation. Look out, fans. Got to keep an eye on things. The baseball hitting the facade here and ricocheting back into the crowd.
That's
Steady diet. Rings him up. Looking. Down goes Parrish. 2 down. Threw him the dark one there. And now steps to the plate, the left fielder, number 5, Donaldson. Get the Flores family tuning in from Gulf Shores, obviously on vacation, enjoying the sunshine there. Thank them for tuning in and chatting. Great turnout here supporting us online. The Gilligs, Trevor and Nikki Gillig, Gillig Winery, tuning in. Thank them for their support and tuning in today. That first pitch misses inside, ball 1. That one right down the heart. Strike. 1-1 to count. Donaldson in the third, grounded to Elkert. I called it a hot shot. Matt said it was a jam shot, as there's another jam shot. That one is a slow roller. Elkert fields cleanly, throws on to first. Got him. Third out of the inning, but the Vikings strike for 1 run on 1 hit. That leadoff triple by Klingerman was enough, and they lead 3-0. Coach Peters, football coach, brand new football coach, Jason Peters, luminary, strolling into the stadium with his family. First chance to get an eye on that young man, and we're excited about what he brings to the Eagles here for the football season. But right now we're focused on baseball, and it is the state semifinal game. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Eagles trail 3-0 as pesky Reed Irwin's going to lead off this inning for the Eagles. The 2, 3, and 4 hitters here in the bottom of the 4th. Glad to see Coach Peters here, Matt.
Well, yeah, I think it's, all in the family. All of our athletes play multiple sports, or most of them do, almost all of them. We certainly wish Coach Peters and the football squad the best of luck this coming season. Of course, he's got a couple football players out on the field. Hey, also, I want to throw a big shout out to Jim and Eileen Rookie, who just walked in. Jim retired as a Findlay High School basketball coach last year after two seasons ago, I should say. Jim was also the baseball coach after Mark Marshall retired, I think starting in 2006 or 7. Jim is a baseball fanatic and is from just up the road at Rocky River. He was instrumental in getting the current high school field constructed. I believe back in 2008 was the first season for that ball field. Of course, many upgrades through the season, but the field wouldn't have been possible without his efforts, so we thank him for his past support.
Absolutely, and maybe a few dollars to the capital campaign. We might be able to name it Rookie Field.
Oh.
Is now calling time. First baseman trying to get his glasses set. It's Klingerman. And Reed Irwin steps to the plate here to lead off the 4th for the Eagles. Trailing 3-0. Irwin laid down a sacrifice bunt way back into first.
Well, Irwin's a spark plug all the way around. Hopefully he can be the start that the Eagles need right now as he slaps one to third.
Fielded cleanly by the third baseman. Throws. Oh,
no!
First baseman juggled it, and they called him safe. Irwin upset. Looked like he was safe all the way there by half a step, but called out.
He was safe. I disagree vehemently with that one.
Coach Nyes at first doesn't get the call. Irwin losing his cool a little bit with the helmet off, Matt.
Well, like I said, he's a spark plug, and he had an argument on that one. I think that while we're a ways away, he beat the throw.
So we'll see if, even though it didn't go the Eagles' way, if that'll give him a little juice here as Elkert stepped to the plate. First pitch taking strike. He struck out in the first, did Elkert. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up on that one on the outside corner. Now down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that slider's tough to handle. You're going to have to be perfect on that one if you're going to hit it.
Speaking of perfect, that one's in the hole. Fielded by the shortstop, throws to first. In safely, ball gets past the first baseman, but the right fielder right there. Infield single for Elkert. See if we can get this Eagles rally going. The Eagles fans getting fired up as stepping to the plate now, the catcher, number 19, Cooper Leatherman.
Well, I think everybody would agree that Coop's our best all-around hitter, and we could really use one down a line in a gap somewhere. Let Elkert run around those bases and get us on the board here.
Doesn't feel like third baseman Ruby has got that scouting report. He is in front of the bag on the green turf. First pitch in for a strike to Leatherman. Elkert stands at first with one down. Elkert struck out as well in the first for the third out of that inning. Nope, fakes a steal.
Oh, no.
Wow.
High.
Yep, high and inside, but called a strike as Leatherman reacts negatively. Coach Rader now calling time.
And Coach Rader did not like that call. Nobody did.
Yep. Leatherman visibly shaken there after taking that tough pitch. Coach Rader going to try to settle him down. John's talked about this routinely throughout the season. Coach Rader does a great job trying to get guys calmed down, settled down, fired up when they need to get fired up, and we'll see if Cooper can dig back in here. Down, no balls and 2 strikes with 1 out.
I'll bet Coach Leatherman had a few nice words to say about that pitch, too.
So the 0-2 to Leatherman. Does not offer that one. Great discipline there. Misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I would run Elkert here, and if he gets thrown out, you get Leatherman with a new count to lead off the next inning.
There's only 1 out.
Oh, excuse me. Thank you.
But still a good idea. I don't disagree with you. He is running. High and inside. Catcher unable to field it cleanly. In safely is Elkert. Matt, you called it all the way. Donahue struggles a little bit behind the plate.
Boy,
and no chance there.
He wasn't even close to throwing Elkert out on that one. Now all we need is a single. We really could use a base hit of one of these next 2 hitters here to drive in Elkert.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. Elkert stands at second. Eagles trail 3-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. Looking to scratch across their first run as LaBosse now on the mound calls time.
I would definitely expect LaBosse to be throwing his slider on the outer half, see if Leatherman will chase it. Leatherman needs to stay back and try to slice it into right field.
Check swing, straight up. It's in fair territory. Leatherman hops over it. They called it foul. Did it hit him in the box?
I think they could call him out.
First base umpire's calling him out. Home plate umpire called it dead. And we've got ourselves a conference here. He called it foul. It's already foul.
I don't like the sharpness of the crew right here. The home plate umpire's got to signal whether that's a fair or foul ball. The other 2 umpires on the bases didn't have eyes on it from what I could see. And then that's followed up by what we thought was clearly a safe call at first base, an out call that should have been safe at first base. I don't like it. These guys obviously are accomplished umpires, but mechanically, I don't think they were very sharp on that one. Everybody's going to be upset because they don't know what they called in the first place.
Yeah,
but they have to make a call, Jason.
Yep. Yeah, dead ball.
Well, they bailed out because it didn't hit him in the box.
I didn't think so either.
It didn't hit him in the box. It might have hit him in fair territory, and Leatherman would have been out.
Yeah. But I think
that's what the call should have been, and that's what the Columbus Academy coach was asking for.
Yep. But I think he immediately called it dead. Then Cooper decided to run, and then he ran into the ball and would have been out. But once he already called it dead, it's dead. So,
yep.
Reminds me of a famous interaction between some young umpires named Drew Brorman and Trey Mosier.
Oh, my gosh, those guys.
2 balls, 2 strikes. We reset here. 1 down, Elkert at second. Oh, that just
missed inside.
Woo, full count now as the Viking faithful wanted that call as well. The count runs full with 1 out. Elkert standing at second. Eagles trail 3-0 here in the bottom of the 4th.
That hits him.
That hit him. Leatherman now is fired up. What a wild at bat there. So runners at first and second, just 1 out. Big hitter, first baseman, number 18, Isaac Schwarm, stepping to the plate. Schwarm also struck out, and that was to lead off the 2nd inning. And we thank everybody for tuning in. Is that guy looks like Sean Buechler, Buechler Farms. I don't think that is possibly him, but
where?
Right over there. We thank Sean
Got
Buechler
it.
for all his support.
I can't believe he's still in the sun, though, especially with that bald head.
That first pitch misses outside, ball one. Swarm looking to run into one here. Ruby at third, very confident about where he wants to stand now, even with the bag, which is surprising. Would not expect Swarm to be bunting here. Lifts one
That's a
to
base
right
hit.
center.
That's
Excuse
going
me,
to
left
get in
center.
there. Elkert's going to score easy.
Coming around. Oh, Leatherman, don't get hung up there, as that's a base hit to left center field by Schwarm. Elkert scores easily, as Matt said. Runners at first and second. Eagles with the rally. Big hit there by Isaac.
Well, that was not very good execution on throwing the ball back in the infield. The outfielder just threw it into the shortstop, who missed the ball. The ball was rolling around in the middle of the field. Leatherman almost made it to third base. He got just a little bit of a bad read, but a little bit sloppy. What do you think now with Troyer?
Great question. There's a mountain visit here by Columbus Academy, and Coach Rader has got the Eagles lined up. Troyer has a lot of sacrifices on the season, mostly sacrifice flies, but has laid down the sacrifice bunt. A lot of times can bunt for singles. Got to be definitive here. Runners at first and second with one out, and wouldn't be surprised to see him bunting here, but we'll see what Coach Rader has up his sleeve. Corbin Schwarm is on deck. Corbin hit a hot shot to the second baseman back in the second.
I think you almost have to bunt right here. Schwarm timed him up. I thought had one of our better swings the first time through the lineup. Get him back to the plate and see if he has a little bit more success, especially with that slider coming into the lefty. I think the lefties have a better chance against Labas. Sacrifice Troyer. Maybe you get lucky. They throw one away and score a run on a misplay. I bunt him.
Yep. And Ruby, even with the bag at third, of course, he's probably not the guy that needs to be fielding as Troyer steps into the plate. It does not look like they're playing bunt. The first baseman not in behind Schwarm. He squares, takes outside, ball one.
This is the right play. And I'm still surprised. Are they just relying on the pitcher to field everything?
It has to
Good
be.
luck.
Yeah, first baseman playing behind Schwarm, just a step, not trying to field the bunt. Troyer got to be licking his chops, maybe a bunt for single if he can get it down the third
Boy,
baseline.
that'd be perfect.
Squares again. Takes, and that one's right over the plate for a
Well,
strike.
that was a curveball, and I think curveball's an easy pitch to bunt. It's coming right down. You're going to be able to lay it down on the ground versus a high fastball, which you have a tendency to foul off.
The 1-1 with one down, one run in. Gets it bunt down the first base line. The boss fields clean. The hustling is Troyer. Just inside, just in the nick of time, and he's out. Nice play there by the pitcher. Good sacrifice there by Troyer, two down.
Well, you can just tell a great athlete on the mound. He walked over there like it was no big deal and fired a strike to first base. Even though Troyer was only beat by a half a step, the pitcher had clear command on what he wanted to do right there. That was a great play. It was a hard play that he made look easy.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Matt. As number 7, Sam Fredericks, comes in to run for Schwarm at second. Of course, Schwarm will be re-entered into the game at first as Corbin Schwarm, number 8.
And they're putting him on.
Oh, my. Wow. Didn't see that coming.
Well, he had a good swing the first at-bat. And Knepp struck out first at-bat.
Yep.
Oh, we're going to rely on the pitcher to help himself out. Again, Schwarm gets intentionally walked. Corbin Schwarm gets intentionally walked. Load the bases.
Bases loaded now with two down. Jackson Knepper, the Eagles pitcher, looking to help himself here. Coach Rader trying to get his attention. Two down, bases loaded, bottom of the fourth. Eagles trail 3-1. Ruby at third, even with the bag. Don't expect Knepper to be bunting here. Hopefully aggressive at the plate as LaBosse has thrown a lot of strikes.
That's another great point. Make him pitch.
Hot shot, third baseman. Fields it cleanly. Hustling is Fredericks. And Knepper chucks the helmet. Again, the Eagles need to keep their cool here as fielder's choice. 5 unassisted for the third out of the inning. But the Eagles strike for 1 run on 2 hits. And after 4, they trail 3-1.
Schwarm with a hit. Elkert with a hit.
Yep.
And Troyer with a sacrifice bunt there. Schwarm with the RBI in the inning. You know, you were going to make a comment about a lot of pitches thrown by the pitcher, and certainly whenever you have a horse out there, make him throw pitches if you can. And that was a good inning for the Eagles to make him do exactly that.
So Eagles strike for one. So they answer the fourth inning, but still trail 3-1. Again, we thank everybody for tuning in. Great day here at the ballpark. Eagles currently trailing 3-1 as we head to the fifth. And Eagles have shown a bit of frustration here, which is uncharacteristic. So see if they can recover from that. But great coaching there by Dunkel to put Schwarm on. First pitch swinging was Knepper. And he ended the inning, unfortunately, for the Eagles. Again, we thank everybody for tuning in. You do see the splash screen there. Unable to show the video today, but honored to be able to come to you live with audio. And again, scan that QR code or send an email to lbcap2020@gmail.com if you need more information about the ongoing and historical capital programs and the new one about to kick off here. As I see another luminary from the 2019 team, Grimmy, Andrew Grimm here in the stands. Great to see him.
Andrew and Alan see more ball games collectively between football, basketball, and baseball than anybody in Northwest Ohio. It is great to see Grimmy out here. I'm sure his dad's not far behind if you haven't spotted him.
Yep, as he just chimed in, and he must be listening to the live stream and watching here in person. One of the many super fans for the Eagles. Of course, Bob Whitmire, unable to be here today, but prayers continue to go out to Bob as he battles through some health challenges, as that one just misses outside.
Was that low?
Man.
It did not look outside.
So Penny to the plate, the 9-hole hitter. Now all of a sudden, we're not calling any strikes.
Especially after Leatherman got the high strike. He's not happy about that pitch as he tried to frame it on the top of the zone.
Boy, yeah. Hopefully the umpire's not having heat stroke here. 2-0. Now 3-0 as Parrish, he had a single back in the third and scored. That one in for a strike. He scored the first run of the ball game. 3-1 now from Knepper. Parrish taking a ton of time. Knepper visibly frustrated by that. That one catches the outside corner.
Well,
Nobody
I don't know,
knows
Jason.
now.
Yeah, we don't have the best view, to be honest. But, geez, oh, Pete, those the first pitch looks in the same spot.
Jams him, lift to the right side, giving Chase's Schwarm and out of play. Foul. Count still full. Yeah, definitely harder to call up here by us than the guy right there. But just going off of body reactions.
Maybe for everybody at home, it gives them a little bit more reason to be emotional, just like we are sitting up here in the booth.
A good point is a 3-2.
Yeah, that one got him.
Got him looking. Great work by Knepper coming back. Fell behind 3-0 and gets the strikeout. Now stepping to the plate is the leadoff hitter and center fielder number 11, Dunkel. Dunkel's had a tremendous day. 2 for 2, a single, a double, and a run scored. He has been all over Knepper. See what the young man can bring to him.
Yeah, certainly this guy is their horse at the plate as well.
First pitch does miss high. A lot of oohs and ahs from both sides now. That one catches the outside corner, 1-1.
Yeah, I just don't have the eye today because I thought the first pitch was a strike and the second pitch was outside. So just don't listen to me.
That one lifted high and outside. Well, folks don't have a chance. You've got them right where you want them in terms of listening to you, as that one's lifted out of play, strike 2. Plus, you got that big beam right in the way.
Maybe that's why I can't see. There's a beam between me and home plate.
Beam him up. Scotty. 1-2. Lifted high to right. Going back is Latta. Camping underneath it, calling it, and making the grab for the second out of the inning. Great play by Grady. 2 down. Now the 2-hole hitter, Ransom, who is struck out looking both at-bats. The golden sombrero.
Golden sombrero would be 5.
Oh.
The big sombrero would be 4. Hat trick is 3, buddy.
Oh, I thought that was hockey.
Hat trick is 3.
Oh.
The big sombrero is 4.
Okay.
Not too many people stay in the game for a golden one. Time to pinch hit by number 5, buddy.
First pitch swinging, lifts to center. Incoming Barbara. Diving grab. What a play. Connor Barbara. That's sure inning. Great effort there by Connor, tracking it all the way.
Well, I hate to say that's what we've come to expect from an athlete like him, but it's just a joy to watch him. For those that you can't see it at home, just trust us. That was like your football quarterback, best athlete in the school, I would like to say. Not to diminish any of the other guys. I know a few guys would like to compete for that title, but Connor just with a superior play in center field.
So a quick inning there for Knepper, exactly what the doctor ordered for the Eagles, as they've been visibly frustrated, but did cross over a run last inning and looking to close the gap here, trailing 3-1 going into the bottom of the fifth.
Well, you know, another thing about getting all those hitters up last inning is that you get back to the top of the order. These guys have seen him a few times, and now, you know, hopefully they've got him timed up. They've seen the spin of that slider. They know how he's trying to work him, and hopefully they've got a plan at the plate that'll get it done.
You know, Matt, you made an interesting comment before we went live, and you can see it a little bit at home plate that some of the maintenance work that the field crew did, this is an all-turf field, throwing a little bit of sand down. I don't know if that's something that Tawa Mulch offers in Findlay, Ohio to keep our baseball field and softball field looking pristine as turf.
Well, Tawa's helped us with all of our facilities through the years, and certainly they've got all your supplies, including some sand that you can put on that field to give you a little bit better bounce, a little bit firmer surface to dig in.
Absolutely. They've been tremendous in our community as the Eagles go to the bottom of the fifth. Matt touched on it. It's going to be 9-hole hitter and turn the lineup over. Grady Latta, who made a catch in right last inning. He's going to lead off the inning. He lifted a jam shot fly ball to the second baseman for the second out.
The catcher throws another one 42 feet back to the pitcher and goes into center field. I don't even understand this. He is struggling right now.
Interesting.
Like if we get runners on base, we should just steal second. Not getting it out of his glove.
Yeah.
Not getting a grip on the ball. It's very interesting.
We open up that program, see if we got an age on this guy. Maybe he's a younger side of the scale here as Latta steps to the plate here, bottom of the fifth. Beautiful sunny day, wind blowing out straightaway center, Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium.
Donahue's a junior.
Okay, so it doesn't seem like that would be it. Latta to lead off the fifth, the 9-hole hitter. Again, lifted a soft fly ball to the second baseman back in the third. That one misses outside, ball one. See if Latta from the left side of the plate has an advantage here like Matt suggested Schwarm would before he was intentionally walked. Obviously their coach thinks he has an advantage as well. That one's lifted deep to right. Right fielder going back. Fair ball down the line, into the corner.
He's going to get three
Latta
on this one.
rounding two.
Keep going.
Right fielder struggling with the ball. Latta in with a leadoff triple at third. The Eagles are fired up.
Wow. We both looked
into that one.
We looked at that ball like, can that one be hit out? It wasn't that close, but man, he put a shot on it. I would say 1.5 feet fair.
Yeah, barely. Yeah, just.
It kept hooking. It was in the air for a long time and kept hooking.
Eagles with the leadoff triple. Now Barbara steps to the plate. The tying run in the bottom of the fifth. Barbara on the day, 1 for 2, a single, stranded at second and the first, and a ground ball to the third baseman. Third baseman Ruby in, expecting bunt from Barbara.
That's going to the catcher.
Latta coming home. He's going to score on the wild pitch.
Wow. I'm just going to go right back to what you said last inning. Lots of pitches last inning. Latta starts off the fifth inning with a good hit. The pitcher's now rattled, throwing more pitches than what he's used to throwing, and now he's going to have to work for it. Now we've got a ball game, Jason.
Yep, 3-2 here in the bottom of the fifth. No outs. Barbara batting as Latta scores on the wild pitch. Swing, fouled it straight back.
But I'll tell you, Barbara hasn't been fooled by much. He fisted maybe his last at-bat, but he's been timed up from his first at-bat, and I'd like to see another single right back up the middle over that M behind the pitcher.
LaBosse to the rosin in the 1-1. Check swing.
Oh, no.
Oh, the home plate umpire says he went. Strike two. Boy, I'd like to see him appeal. You got all these umpires here to help you. Of course,
he didn't hesitate.
The 1-2. That one way outside. 2 balls, 2
Boy,
strikes.
Labas has had command over that slider, and we've seen one thrown to the backstop, and now another one in the left-handed batter's box to Barbara here. If I were Barbara, I'd be sitting fastball.
The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Dropped by Donahue, but he gets the tag on. 1 down in the inning. Barbara down on strikes.
And I was wrong. I think that was a slider again, wasn't it?
Looked like it. Yep. Unable to catch it. Irwin to the plate now with 1 down. Of course, a very warm day here. We are shaded from that in a beautiful press box here, Thurman Munson Stadium. As I see the Stevens family here has made it, Alan and Brianna and their kids supporting the Eagles. Bottom of the 5th, Eagles trail 3-2. Irwin to the plate, lifts a soft line to the left. Right at the left fielder as they made a nice play for the 2nd out of the inning. Just carried on him, Matt.
Yeah. Well, that was a nice piece of hitting. You know, as he tends to do, he slices through it a little bit Ichiro style, as I've said before. Just got a little bit under that and had enough air under it to get out there to the left fielder.
So 2 down now as the Eagles struck for 1, and Elkert to the plate. First pitch swinging that ball in the dirt. Strike 1.
Well, that wasn't a very good pitch selection, but I love the approach by Zach right there, just being right ahead. If we're going to win this game, it's going to take maybe another double, and maybe, God willing, Zach can lift one over the left field fence.
Foul tips that one. He's down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Zach on the day, 1 for 2 at a single and scored last inning and struck out way back in the 1st. Down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes here is Zach. In fact, he's been down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes every at bat now.
Expect the slider here down and outside.
See if he can lay off of it. That one's high.
And I was wrong. Shows you a good picture. That was a high fastball, changed the eye level of the hitter a little bit. Now I'd be surprised if he didn't come back with a slider.
The 1-2 to Elkert. Jammed him. Third baseman.
Yeah!
Into left field. Elkert rounding first. See if he'll try to get to second. He does not.
Well, Zach started straight down the line and did not take a good banana, which I don't blame him for on that one. He didn't realize that the third baseman had booted that one into left field.
So 2 down now, the tying run, Elkert at 3rd here in the bottom of the 5th. Eagles trailing 3-2. Matt running on the first pitch here.
I've been saying it all game. I think we got to get a runner at second base and give our best hitter a chance to knock him in.
Yep, certainly would expect Elkert to be aggressive here on the bases. Leatherman on the day, 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch.
Donahue has only thrown out 1 runner this season.
That one catches the outside corner for a strike. Leatherman has struggled to see the ball well off of Lebas. And is in the count. No balls, 1 strike. Like to see Elkert running here. Not a very big lead.
He needs another half step.
Pickoff move. Lebas thought he's running as well. Everybody in the ballpark has the same idea. Throw back in easily was Elkert. Again, so many people tuning in here. Rick DeHaze saying, LB alum, saying go Eagles. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, Rick. Elkert short lead.
Not running. That one misses high, 1-1.
Hey, while we're making shout-outs, we want to give a special mention to Matt Buttermore, who put together a collection of stats that you just wouldn't believe. He's worked hard on that. I know Coach Rader has appreciated it. So I don't know if I didn't see Matt at the game. I saw his mom and dad. But, Matt, if you're listening, thank you again.
There he goes, the runner. High pitch, throw down to second. Not
standing
even close.
up.
Yep.
Now, I hate to say I'm right, because I hate being right, Jason, as you know.
Yeah, 2-1.
High fastball, and it was not even a contest at second base.
Right, the easiest pitch to throw on, right?
Oh, that was an easy pitch to throw on.
For the catcher, unable to do it.
He short-armed it to second base.
2 outs. Elkert, the tying run, standing at second. Leatherman at the plate. That one misses high, 3-1.
Well, the big man Isaac up next. I'm sure Labas doesn't want to lose Leatherman after Schwarm laced one into left center last time.
You think green light here, looking fastball all the way?
You got to be giving your best hitter a green light here. Almost hit him.
Almost hit him. Oh, they called it a strike. Leatherman was about ready to chuck the bat, and that is a strike. And boy, Leatherman just having a real tough time at the plate with this with the umpire. Count runs full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. tying run. Elkhart standing at second. Bottom of the fifth, state semifinal game. Vikings-Eagles. Leatherman lays off that pitch. Great discipline there by the young man. Draws the walk, putting runners at first and second again for Isaac Schwarm.
I'm telling you, the catcher cannot throw the ball. I would steal third and second right now and see if he'll throw you a run down the left field line.
Boy, it's a great thought.
He hardly was able to throw it back to the pitcher on that one.
Great thought. I'm not sure that the Eagles coaching staff has picked up on it just quite yet, but we'll see. Schwarm at the plate. Checks his swing. Nope. Umpire says he goes. Again, the home plate umpire calling these check swings with assistance from first base there, but not using it.
I thought he hardly broke his hands at all on that one, Jason.
Right. I agree. Swing and a miss.
Now you got to run. You got to run here.
Yep.
0-2. See if the catcher will throw you one.
Yep. Maybe he puts it in the dirt. Elkhart can score from second on a pass ball if he's running. Schwarm on the day, 1 for 2, has a strikeout, a big RBI single last inning.
Come on, get off. Get off.
And one misses outside. Good pitch to run on, but the Eagles not moving. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Like to see Coach Rader get a little aggressive here. Not seeing any signs coming in. Now the sign.
Is that a signal or not?
I don't know.
Lifting the hat off his head?
I haven't watched enough signs to know. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Schwarm at the plate. Runners at first and second. Not running. Schwarm, slow roller, back to the pitcher. Fields it cleanly from a knee. Throws to first. Got him. Nice play by LaBosse. That ends the threat for the Eagles. They do strike for 1 run on just 1 hit. And they trail 3-2 after 5. One run, 1 hit. That's a second run, 3rd hit of the ball game. Eagles have struck out 6 times. LaBosse, great job fielding his position. Didn't do it justice there. Slow tapper back to the mound that he came up, slid, fielded on a knee and threw to first. Got Schwarm by a step. Top of the 6th, we go. Again, we thank everybody for tuning in here today. Beautiful day here in Canton. As Knepper still on the mound here in the 6th inning. Eagles riding the workhorse. As we go into the 6th, it's going to be the 3, 4, and 5 hole hitters for Columbus Academy. The Eagles will have the bottom of the lineup coming up in the 6th. And that's it. Again, folks, if you're just tuning in, we do have a splash screen on the screen, unable to bring you video live stream of today's game per OHSAA regulations, but we do appreciate them giving us the opportunity to broadcast this game to you live audio stream. And it's been a great game here as we enter the 6th inning. Knepper still on the mound. Eagles trail 3-2 versus Columbus Academy. As stepping to the plate is the pitcher, number 7, Cooper LaBosse. LaBosse to the plate on the day, 1 for 2. That pitch misses high. He had a double in the 3rd, but was stranded and has also struck out looking. That one lifted high over the shortstop Troyer. Incoming Irwin calling, makes the grab. 1 down in the inning.
I've noticed Irwin flips it to his center fielder when instead of throwing it in frequently. He's probably got a little spaghetti arm, is afraid to show it off.
Or he's just being pesky. I like to say it all season.
He
it's a
is
positive.
pesky.
Yep. It's always good to have a pesky guy on your team.
Yep.
Reed's been that way all season. Has been a tremendous asset to LB Athletics.
Well, we're going to need a big hit from him in the bottom of the 6th or the 7th whenever he comes back up.
The catcher, Will Donahue, to the plate. Hot shot up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. He may struggle behind the plate, but did a nice job hitting there at the plate.
Yeah, excellent piece of hitting. Squared that one right up, back up the middle.
Again, we thank everybody for tuning in. We've had a tremendous response. A lot of folks chatting. Great to hear everybody as Coach Dunkel now going to the umpire. I expect to have a pinch runner here You got a number on that guy?
21 is the number. That's, Tyler Acapafure.
Easy for you to say.
Akpaf. Yeah, who gives it?
You wrote down a
I
pronunciation.
know. I wrote it down. I still can't spell it. Akporfure. I know it's Fure at the end. That's the only thing I caught. Fure.
Klingerman steps to the plate with 1 out. Pickoff move. Oh, Schwarm didn't make the tag, although he was close.
Coach Dunkel made special mention of Tyler. He said if we got it close, he'd be appreciative. So the effort was there. Execution was poor.
Akpafore.
Yeah, let's go with it.
First pitch in for a strike to Klingerman. Klingerman of Little League World Series fame, we learned earlier on the day, is 1 for, I think 2 for 2. Lifts that one to right, into the gap. Latta can't get to it, throws it in. Akpafore rounding second, heading to third. Runners at the corners here for the Vikings with just 1 out. Ruby to the plate, third baseman, number 4, 0 for 2 on the day. Coach Rader shouting instructions. Leatherman going to give the signal here on the first and third. See what kind of defensive adjustments. We know the scouting report is the Vikings like to run. Excellent work by Buttermore and many others in our community giving us insights. Expect them to definitely be running in this scenario, leading 3-2 in the 6th. 1 down. It's the top of the 6th. Runners at the corners, Ruby at the plate. Fake pickoff move to third. Fake throw to first. Trying to see if there was anything happening was Knepper.
I think the Eagles are set up for the second baseman to cut off the throw to second if the runner goes.
Not running. First pitch, misses in and low, ball 1. Again at the corners, here's the pitch. That one catches the outside corner for a strike. Nobody running, no bunting yet. Signal, and we'll see what Coach Dunkel has up his sleeve for the Vikings. Knepper working quickly. Hot shot to the right side. It's going to get down. It's a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Klingerman moves to third. A lot of first and third action now all of a sudden here for the Vikings as they scratch across the run. That's the 4th of the ball game, and they spread the lead to 4-2. Coach Rader going to have a little visit with Jackson.
Well, do you think you bring in Leatherman? Or excuse me, yeah, do you bring in Leatherman?
Boy, I'd like to see him get through this bottom of the order, but going to need some strikeouts here in the top of the 6th. And I have a conversation with Knepper to see how he's feeling. Is the Vikings faithful standing fired up here in the 6th. A lot of games still left for the Eagles, still an opportunity, but can't let them get too far away with runners at first and third and just 1 out. Eagles trail 4-2. Again, beautiful Thurman Munson Stadium here in Canton.
Well, if he hasn't made the switch yet, I think he's just giving him a little extra time to rest. Home plate umpire coming out to break up the meeting.
Rader give him a piece of his mind. Nope, he heads back as the umpire does break it up. And the Eagles go back to their alignment. Again, runners at first and third here as Klingerman stands at third, Ruby at first. 1 run in, just 1 out. Parrish, the right fielder, to the plate. He is 0 for 2, struck out looking both times. Did Parrish. That one just misses him inside, ball 1. Knepper to the set. Fake pickoff move, throw it back to first. Fake to third, throw to first, back in easily was the runner. That one fouled straight back into the screen, 1-1. the 1-1. Squares the bunt. Gets it down the right side. Safety squeeze. He's going to score him on the sacrifice. Good bunting there by Parrish. Sacrifice bunt. Fielded by Knepper. Through to Schwarm. 2 down in the inning. But Klingerman scores second run of the inning. 5th of the ball game. Eagles now trailing 5-2 as Ruby advanced to second on the play.
Well, excellent job. Handled that bunt with ease towards the first base line. It looked like Knepper was thinking about flipping it home. That would have been the wrong play because he wasn't going to get him and takes you out at first.
So Donaldson to the plate, the left fielder, an 8-hole hitter, has hit 2 ground balls to third baseman Zach Elkert. He squares the bunt, lifts it high and foul into the dugout. Strike 1. Well, definitely can tell by the crowd that things have heated up here. It is toasty out there at Thurman Munson Stadium as the batter, Donaldson, taking all kinds of time to get signs and dig back into the box. Pickoff move back to second. Back in safely is the runner. Max Smith puts the tag down. Ruby back safely. The 0-1 from Knepper with 2 down. Jams him. Right side. Schwarm charging. Foul. Can't make the play. Good effort there by Isaac. Again, we thank everybody for tuning in. It's been a great day here for baseball. The Eagles find themselves behind, though, 5-2 with a runner at second. Can't let that guy score. 6-2 would be a large deficit to try to overcome with the work that LaBosse has done on the mound for the Vikings. Eagles looking to get out of this inning. Hot shot to third again. Fielded cleanly by Elkert. Long throw. Oh, now we're going to call this guy safe as Troyer is visibly upset at third. Would have liked to see Elkert just field it and tag him, Matt.
Well, yeah, the runner at third, or the runner at second base made a bad read in my view. Zach bobbled the throw after it bounced over the bag, or excuse me, bobbled the exchange there. Probably had a chance to run at the runner and go tag him.
Yeah, kind of slipped on the turf and couldn't get his feet for the good strong throw. Missed him by half a step.
Yeah.
At first. Now again, runners at the corners with 2 down. Parrish at the plate.
Hitter.
Or excuse me, Penny. Nope. You got a pinch hitter?
Number 3.
No, that's him.
That's
Anthony
him.
Penny, the 9-hole hitter. To me, it feels like a second leadoff here in the 9-hole spot as he had a single and score back in the third. That one fouled straight back. He did strike out last inning, though, to lead off the inning. And is the 7th Viking to come to the plate this inning. Knepper has got to get out of here. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Elkert down even with the bag, and Knepper takes some time to cool off. The Vikings struck for 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and now 2 in the sixth. They lead 5-2, top of the sixth. Eagles struck for 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth. That one catches the outside corner for a strike. Great pitch there.
That was a great pitch, great frame job where he could use 1 more.
I know one famous coach will be calling for the dark one right about now. Here from Knepper.
Throw him the dark one, Jerry.
There goes the runner. That one lifted to the right side. Into the gap. Ranging. Barbara makes the grab for the 3rd out of the inning. Great work there by Connor. But they strike for 2 runs on 3 hits. 4 hits, sorry. 2 runs on 4 hits. And they have 10 in the game. And the Eagles going to have to get a rally as Coach Rader has got the players on the sideline now with the little pep talk here as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Eagles trail 5-2.
You know, those 10 hits in the game, the Vikings have not scored a lot of runs, don't have great averages and so on, but clearly face some good competition in the league that they play in. They're swinging the bat confidently and squaring a lot of balls up.
It'll be interesting to see if Leatherman does any bullpen work here, although we can't really see the bullpen from where we are. Calling out some other folks on the chat here. Bob Coldren, Nicest Solutions, chatting it up. Great having him tuning in for today. Appreciate everything Bob does for our community. As we head to the 6th inning, it'll be Troyer, Schwarm, and Knepper. Would expect maybe a pinch hitter for Knepper, but we'll see what Coach Rader has up his sleeve here for the Eagles in the 6th. Again, beautiful facilities here. Assume a base or a softball field over there, would you say? turfed as well, full turf, or is that?
Well, they have a
that's pretty big.
baseball infield.
Good
I
point.
don't think it's a softball field, but I don't think it's a high school field either, judging by the distances. Looked like maybe a youth field of some sort. I don't know. You know, that infield almost looks regulation size either way, to your point. Beautiful facility over there beyond the right field fence. All turf playing surface. Just beautiful. Also, Thurman Munson Memorial.
Home of the Canton McKinley Bulldogs as we start the sixth, the bottom of the sixth. Leading off is Troyer. On the day, he is 0 for 1, had a sacrifice bunt in the fourth, and is struck out. Tayden's been fired up all day. See if he can get the Eagles started here in the sixth. There's lift, shallow ball to left. Hauled in by the left fielder right at him. First pitch swinging, 1 down. Corbin now to the plate. Corbin Schwarm 0 for 1, but ripped one to second base and then was intentionally walked in the fourth. Stranded at first. Corbin is the designated hitter. Batting for Max Smith. Nobody yet on the on-deck circle for the Eagles. As Nepper Dew up on the on-deck circle. First pitch in for a strike. LaBosse in total command right now.
Well, we thought we got to him just a little bit last inning after Lotta led off the inning with the triple, and the Eagles were unable to get anybody else on base and produce another run.
Yeah, that was a tough inning for the Eagles. Would like to see them tied up and get keep the momentum. Slow roller up the middle. Shortstop ranging to his left. Fields cleanly throws. Got Schwarm.
I should say the Eagles did put 2 runners on base after the Lotta hit, but we're unable to punch him across.
So Nepper does bat for himself here in the sixth. Jackson on the day is 0 for 2. Is struck out and hit a bases loaded ground ball to the third baseman to end the rally in the fourth. Looking to help himself here is Jackson. Young man has had a great season on the mound and in the field. Looking to help himself at the plate. That one misses outside, ball 1. Again, great crowd here for Liberty Benton. Just waiting to jump off their seats to support the Eagles. Big cut, swing and a miss. The 1-1 to Nepper here in the bottom of the sixth. That one catches the outside corner for a strike. Nepper in the hole, 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one misses high. Donahue unable to handle it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, we thank everybody for tuning in. It is rally time. Sandy Recker says we need a rally. We need to get the bats out. Jacob Brorman tuning in from Hudson, Ohio. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Swing and a miss. Nepper down on strikes. Eagles down to their final 3 outs as we head to the 7th inning. Matt, I don't know what those trucks are out in center field. Obviously, the crowd can't see it. It looks like maybe an asphalt truck, maybe a Shelley Company truck, would you say? Shelley Company paving?
If that's not a Shelley Company paving truck, I'd be shocked.
Not the best color, second best color man to BVC for nothing.
Yeah, that was a poor effort, but either way, the Shelley Company certainly listening in today out there on your radio dials. Does anybody still have a radio? Hey, I wanted to throw a shout out for those of you that don't know, we're at Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium here in Canton, Ohio. And for the youngsters especially, if you don't know who Thurman Munson is, Thurman played 11 seasons for the New York Yankees as a catcher. He was a 7-time Gold Glove winner. He batted .292 with 113 home runs and 701 runs batted in. Unfortunately, Thurman Munson was involved in a plane crash during the 1979 season that took his life a little bit too early. Nonetheless, the people in Canton and Akron area have done a great job honoring his memory with this beautiful facility that's still in play, a great facility for high school baseball, and we thank everybody that helped us put this together.
Leading off the 7th is Dunkel. First pitch catches the inside corner for a strike to the lefty. Dunkel is the leadoff hitter on the day, 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a run scored. just misses outside, 1-1. I know you saw Doug this morning, Doug Hegel, Doug and Jensen Hegel, Hegel Insurance. That one lifted high, deep to right. Latta going back, over his head. Going to two-hop the fence. Dunkel rounding second, heading to third. Eagles got to get the ball in here, and they do, but that's a leadoff triple by Dunkel. Over the head of Latta in right field. Going to charge into that one.
Boy, there's a lot of room out there. To our earlier point, a lot of space, and I don't think Latta had a chance on that one from the get-go.
So the Vikings looking to put across an insurance run, as I talked about Doug Hegel and Hegel Insurance, Doug and Jensen. As you saw them this morning, they're tuning in. Appreciate them. Of course, we made a stop on the way here as the Eagles bring in the defense, the infield in on the green turf, a stop at Marathon Bell Stores. Great facility there, Canton. First pitch in for a strike. Trey Ransom, the shortstop, batting in his second hole. He is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts today. Eagles infield in, trying to cut down the runner at home. Takes another strike.
That's another nice curveball by Knepp. Really an easy pitch, in my view, to get one on the ground and squirt one through the infield. Let's see what Knepp does in the 0-2 count.
Especially with them drawn in, you would think so, as Leatherman sets up outside. Lifts it foul, just got a piece of that one into the dugout of the Vikings. Still 0-2. Again, we appreciate everybody for tuning in, all the support. The Woodies here. That one just gets past Coop. The run's going to try to score. Leatherman dives. Oh, he caught him out. There's no way. What a play by Cooper Leatherman. The ball got past him, just barely out of the circle, and the runner, Dunkel, hustling and looked like he was going to score all the way.
Well, Dunkel's questioning the call. The umpire is describing that his hand was above the plate. We saw his hand over the plate when Leatherman tagged him on the hand. I would have thought that hand was on the ground and over the plate, but the umpire has the best view in the stadium. We were both surprised at the call, though, Jason.
Yeah, Cooper Leatherman, tremendous effort there. Didn't give up on the play, and I talked about the Eagles. There's Mrs. Hegel. How about that? That's good timing. So the 1-2 now lifted high and out of play. Off the overhang, fans have learned to look for the ball now. Don't give up on it.
That was an interesting play, and I thought a great read by the runner at third base on that pass ball. Leatherman went down to block the ball, and it got through the 5-hole.
That one lifted to the right side. Schwarm giving range. Sliding effort, unable to make the grab. Great effort there by Isaac Schwarm.
The ball squirted through his legs just outside the circle. I'd estimate 10 to 12 feet away from home plate. The runner made a great read. Leatherman made an even better play to get back to the plate and tag him out. That was a big save.
Big save as Vikings looking to scratch across that insurance run. Unable to do so far with one down. Knepper gets the sign. The wind into pitch. Not chasing his Ransom. The count runs to 2-2. Ransom is like a right-handed Reed Irwin to me, just pesky enough that you can't get him out. Frustrating Knepper right now with one out. That one just misses inside. If we're standing on top of the plate and you don't get hit by it, how is it not a strike? But the count runs full as somebody was in the bullpen for the Eagles. I don't know if that was Ostermiller. I didn't see him in time, but it was somebody throwing to backup catcher Schwarm. The 3-2. Hot shot up the middle. Knepper unable to field it. Troyer fields to his left. Throws to first. Unable to scoop it is Schwarm. Running to second. And the ball is dead. He's going to get second base as the ball goes into the dugout. Great effort there by Troyer. The throw just one hop to Schwarm and unable to get him, Matt.
Well, Knepper fell off a little bit to the left side of the mound. He tried to barehand it as it went by him just to his right over the top of the mound. Like you said, Troyer made an athletic play to stop it and turn the throw. Fortunately, Schwarm couldn't scoop it out of the dirt.
So the Vikings threatening again here now. It looks like maybe Coach Rader is going to call time. And they're going to put on LaBosse. Going to intentionally walk LaBosse as Ransom advanced to second on the throw into the dugout. That puts runners at first and second with one out. And now coming to the plate is catcher number 4, Will Donahue. Might have a pinch runner here as Coach Dunkel is talking to the home plate umpire. Of course, if the Eagles win, we'll be in Akron, rubber country. Tires, you know, maybe Best One Tire gets their tires from Akron, you would think.
Well, certainly the majority of their tires would come from Akron. Who was that, Best One?
Best One Tire. Best One Tire.
Oh, who'd have thunk?
So you got a number on this guy on first? Who's running here? So we got a pinch runner for LaBosse. Runners at first and second, 1 out. 4-hole hitter Donahue to the plate. Eagles looking for a double play here. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
The pinch runner at first is number 25, Jackson Crable.
Okay, so Jackson at first, pinch running for LaBosse. Keep their pitcher out of the sun. That one in the dirt. Nice stop there by Leatherman, keeping that one in front and keeping the runners at bay. 1-1 now the count to Donahue. Max Smith holding the runner at second. That one lifted deep to left. Irwin giving chase. Back. Tagging is the runner at second. Actually not tagging even though he went back. Hauled in by Irwin for the second out of the inning. A deep fly ball. 290 on the distance. Warning track power there by Donahue. Great play by Irwin.
Boy, you know, it's not short down the lines here at all, and it shoots out towards center field. It's not like it's cutting straight across. And where he hit that, it's got to be 375 out there just to straightaway left field. It's deep.
It is cavernous, and Coach Rader coming out to talk to Jackson. And we may have a pitching change here with Klingerman to the plate. Klingerman on the day, 3 for 3, has scored twice, and has really pounded the ball all day here off of Knepper. Another meeting on the mound. Again, beautiful Thurman Munson Stadium here. We appreciate everybody's support. Is this a premium turf field? Just a turf field? Do you know?
Is this a Maumee Bay turf field?
Yeah.
Well, it should be if it's not. Maumee Bay, of course, a longtime supporter of LB Athletics and has turfed the majority of our facilities. If the guys at Maumee Bay are out there working hard today, I'm sure they are working hard today. Can't make money unless you're working on a day like this in the summer, getting ready for the fall season for football. Mr. Morrison, Brad, if you're out there listening, or any of the crew, appreciate your support.
We appreciate everybody tuning in here. It is runners at first and second with 2 outs, top of the 7th. Eagles trail 5-2. No pitching change as Coach Rader goes back to the dugout. Eagles go back to defense here. Klingerman, the 5-hole hitter, first baseman, has been all over Knepper today. 3 for 3, 3 singles, and scored twice unofficially as the Vikings have 12 hits on the day. First pitch lifts that straight over our heads. That would have been a glass break if our executive producer
That would have been the glass
here.
break for sure.
Five runs, 12 hits, no errors for the Vikings. Oh, that curveball just misses outside. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Eagles. Again, top of the 7th here, Division V state semifinals. Pickoff move to second. Back in safely is the runner, Jackson Grable.
Boy, Max Smith must be a pretty nice kid. He's out there just gently tagging them after they're in safely. I think I would have smacked one on top of a hitter's head, but I'm not nearly as nice as what Mac is.
Oh, shoot. 2-1 here. The Whitties tuning in. We thank them for tuning in. Eagles trying to hang in there and get to a rally in the 7th. That one lifted high to center. Barber ranging back, camping underneath it. Taps his thigh and makes the grab for the 3rd out of the inning.
Oh.
No runs on 1 hit. We go to the 7th, Matt. 3 outs, need a rally. Do or die.
Well, you know, the Eagles started squaring up LaBosse in the, I would say starting the 6th inning, had some good at-bats in the 7th, or excuse me, in the 5th inning, they started squaring them up, had some good at-bats in the 6th inning. And certainly we have all the confidence in the world that the Eagles are going to put a rally on here, make this a tight one, put some pressure on the defense, see if they'll throw it around, see if they'll give us a run. We'll see what we can do.
Yep, it's rally time, Eagles fans. See if the Eagles can strike. We got Latta in the top, as Matt said. Latta had a triple to lead off the 5th and scored on that wild pitch. in what looked like that could have been a rally inning. So Grady's going to try to get things started here for the Eagles as LaBosse has gone the distance here for the Vikings. We knew he was their ace, and he has showed it all day long, rarely getting rattled. And we'll see if the Eagles can strike through here and get some runners on and put the pressure on the young man. Again, the Eagles have had a tremendous season that rarely been put in this spot where it's do or die, but have played a lot of close contests. So they are battle tested. We see if they can execute here. Again, we thank everybody for tuning in. It's been a tremendous day, tremendous season for the Eagles. Again, last time they won the district final was 1997, had never won a regional game, more or less a regional title, and this team struck through. Almost all these guys, as Matt said in the opener, were there in 2019 when the Eagles made their first run to the districts, and able to get Coach Rader through that threshold of the districts, and now obviously through the regionals and into state, and not looking to give up here as we start the bottom of the 7th. There was a witty chat, and there's Mr. Witty, Paul, walking through, his young son, supporting the Eagles here today as Grady Latta steps in. Grady on the day, 1 for 2 with a triple and a run scored.
Joseph Witty with his dad, Paul.
First pitch swinging as Latta slices through it, foul into the grandstands.
Joseph throws from the left-hand side of the rubber with the old southpaw up there. We like to see him pitching in those district finals someday for us.
Absolutely is. LaBosse goes to the rosin and back to the mound. Latta up the middle. Base hit for Grady. What a day for the young man in the 9-hole spot. You can't start a rally without a single, and Grady has got us there. Now coming to the plate, center fielder number 2, Connor Barbara.
Well, I thought Connor looked pretty comfortable at the plate today. He did strike out, I believe, in his last at-bat. But certainly have confidence that he's going to come through with another base hit as he started the game with.
Yep, 1 for 3 on the day, stranded at second. That one misses outside, ball 1. Latta not running there. We'll see if that changes as this inning goes on. Here in the 7th, Eagles trail 5-2, bottom of the 7th. Barber, hot shot to the right side, just foul. Heads up, umpire. Oops. That ball was already past him before he moved, I feel like. LaBosse taking a lot of time, repeatedly going to the rosin bag and to the mouth here. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. 1 run on first, that's Latta, 1 runner. That one's over the head of Barber. He ducks out of the way, 2-1.
I've said a couple times that I thought LaBosse had great command over his curveball. And at the same time, he has thrown some of the worst curveballs that you'll see in the left-handed batter's box, and that one over the head of Barbara.
Pickoff move. Back in easily is Latta. A not so nice tag there by Klinger.
Yeah, well, I like that guy. That guy can play on my team.
The 2-1 here to Barbara. One lifted high and out of play.
He's not getting his hands out in front of the plate on these last couple. Waiting too long to swing.
Fans nervous about the ball coming back at him. It safely is discarded. 2 balls, 2 strikes here for Connor. Again, LaBosse back to the rosin. Having a hard time gripping the ball as the heat is turned up. Eagles fans down the third base line. Young men, shirts off, waving around. It's rally time for Liberty Benton. The set in the pitch. That one lifted high behind the plate. Catcher can't find it. Now he finds it. He somehow makes the catch. What a play by Donahue for the first out of the inning. Great play there by the young man. Didn't even have enough time to think about it. Just back there, chuck the helmet, find it, and grab it. So 1 down here for the Eagles. Irwin to the plate. Irwin on the day, 0 for 3. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt. Obviously not bunting here. Lifted a fly ball to left in his last at bat in the 5th.
You know, if he could punch it down to the third baseman, I wouldn't hate a bunt. I think he's probably trying to slap it a little bit over to the left side.
Yep. Oh, there's a
Just
chopper,
like he
excuse me,
does.
swing right over the head of Labasse. He fields it, though, throws to first. Oh, he caught him safe. Oh, I think he's calling interference. We're going to call an infield single there as Labasse threw to first. The umpire called him safe as Irwin, hustling all the way, went down on the ground there. And Dunkel not happy with it, the coach for the Vikings.
Jason, there's only one way to slice it. He is out. Like, he should have been out.
Yeah, there's no way.
There's no interference on the play.
So Coach Rader coming over to talk to Irwin. Yeah, I don't understand.
The first baseman was clearly inside the base, wasn't he? And it's the runner's responsibility to be on the line or outside the line as he's getting to first base.
Well, nonetheless, here it is rally time. Runners at first and second, one out. Zach Elkert, the tying run at the plate as the Eagles fans standing and clapping, trying to generate some excitement for this Eagles team. The tying run at the plate is Elkert. Just one out.
Yeah,
Gets by the
there's a
catcher.
pass ball.
Runners now at second and third. I would not expect them to walk Elkert, even though he's got a lot of power. Now a base hit closes the gap, but obviously he's got to score.
Yeah, you can't walk Elkert. However, you know, he has struggled at the plate today. His last at bat, he got real aggressive and chased a few pitches. But now, you know, you just simply can't put the tying run on, I don't think.
Yeah, you wouldn't think so. As the pitching coach for the Vikings comes out to talk to the guys on the mound. And Eagles not going to go down here without a fight. It's been a tremendous run this season, a 21-5 season. And Eagles putting forth every effort, as you would expect. Leaving it on the field is exactly right. Sean Martin, appreciate you chiming in and chatting here. Key Realty, Sean Martin, as Elkert to the plate. Runners at second and third, but Elkert's the tying run. The guys at second and third really don't matter other than they need to score. One down.
You could cut the tension with a knife.
Eagles fans fired up.
That's high.
Oh, gets the call, though. One ball, one strike now as the first one went to the backstop. Looked like he took a little bit off of that one. 1-1 Elkert taking. Elkert has been hit a league record 4,127 times per John O'Donnell. Tries to lean into that one, doesn't get it.
How did it miss him?
I don't know, 2-1. I think the Vikings fans just say yeah on every pitch, hoping to will the umpire into a strike.
I like their strategy.
That one does hit him. That one hits him, and the bases are loaded for the Eagles. Tying run at first. Winning run at the plate in number 19, the catcher, Cooper Leatherman. Leatherman on the day has struggled a bit for him. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. It's been hit by a pitch and walked. So hasn't had a chance to get a bat on the ball yet today.
Well, that was officially Elkert's 24th time of getting hit this season in 101 plate appearances. Nearly 25% of the time he goes up there, he gets hit, Jason.
First pitch swinging is Leatherman, chasing that one on the outside corner. Yeah, it's been a wild season for him.
Well, now we get something down the line and something past an outfielder, and the outfielders are playing relatively deep to try to keep doubles off the board here.
So Leatherman to the plate, one down, tying run at first. Eagles trail 5-2. Swing and a miss. Changeup.
I thought that was a curveball.
0-2, Leatherman down in the count here. See if he can battle back. Isaac Schwarm on deck. 5-2, bottom of the seventh. Eagles trail by 3, but the bases are loaded. Swing and a miss. Leatherman can't catch the one on the outside corner. He's down on strikes. 2 down in the inning. Isaac Schwarm to the plate. Isaac on the day is 1 for 3 with a single. Need a gap shot here, Isaac. 2 down, Eagles fans start to clap. Rooting on their Eagles. Isaac Schwarm checks his swing, not called a strike. It has been routinely called a check swing strike.
That was outside. Catcher Donahue asked where that one was. I thought that was way outside.
Steady diet of outside pitches here again from LaBosse in this 7th inning.
There you go.
Schwarm
Way to lay
lays
off.
of it. 2-0.
Great discipline by Schwarm. I think he's seeing the ball well, as evidenced by his hit earlier in the game. Let's see if he can do it again.
So 2 outs. The ball gets in play. Obviously, Eagles are going to be hustling around the bases, looking to score on anything. 5-2, bottom of the 7th, the 2-0. Schwarm taking really all the way, it looked like there, strike 1.
That was a nice curveball that LaBosse just dumped in there.
2-1. Eagles fans looking for a rally. That one's fouled straight back, heads up. Whoa. That one just over the screen and streaming into the stands. Heads up, sports fans.
A young man from Archibald, Ohio takes that ball home today.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Bases loaded. 2s are wild as the Eagles trail 5-2. Isaac Schwarm, the senior, at the plate.
You're right. Eagles down to their last strike.
That one misses outside. Runners are going to be moving. The bases loaded. Full count. Everybody's running. Coach Rader giving the signal. Got to make sure he comes home here. No trick plays.
LaBosse has been going to a curveball to dump it in there for a strike. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another curveball.
The full count pitch with 2 down. Runners go. That one's fouled over the press box and out of play.
That was a curveball, wasn't it?
I think so. Isaac just able to get the bat on the ball. LaBosse back to the rosin. Irwin back to second.
If Elkert gets on his horse and there's a base hit, a single into a gap, is Elkert able to score from first base on a single?
There's definitely a chance. They'll be sending him. Swing and a miss. Isaac Schwarm down on strikes. And the Eagles' season is over. Falling to the Columbus Academy Vikings. 5-2. Tremendous effort by the young men from Liberty Benton. But it wasn't meant to be. A great season for these guys. They took us on an amazing journey. Coach Rader and the Eagles battled all the way to the end, made it exciting. My blood pressure's up right now, I know that. Heart rate's moving. But unfortunately, the Eagles fall short today to the Columbus Academy Vikings. 5-2, tremendous season. Matt, any closing comments? I'll close out with some other additional stats here.
Well, not enough can be said about the Eagles season. Gave everybody a great ride. I mentioned at the start of the broadcast the tremendous support from everybody who made a relatively long trip from Findlay over to Thurman Munson Stadium here in Canton. Just can't say enough about the Eagles. The Eagles fans, our tradition, of course, kept going by the baseball team, and thanks for everybody. It seemed like we had a really good turnout on the broadcast. Thanks for putting up with us, and thanks for listening. We will definitely see you around supporting the Eagles.
Yep, absolutely. A tough one today for the Eagles, of course. Fall 5-2. Jackson Knepper takes the loss, goes 7 full innings, giving up 5 runs on 12 hits. The Eagles did have 1 error, and Jackson Isho did not walk anybody and struck out 6. So pretty status quo there from Jackson. Just a few too many hits from the academy as they threw some balls into the launch pads in the gap and able to strike for 5 runs in the game. Of course, LaBosse for the Vikings takes the win with giving up just 2 runs on 6 hits. I show that he struck out 6 Eagles as well. Correction, that's 8 Eagles today. Maybe 9 Eagles, giving up just 6 hits and 2 runs. The next game?
Yeah, I was just going to mention the next game will be between the Lucasville Valley Indians and the Waynesdale Golden Bears. Interesting, Waynesdale's got a great tradition. They have won 3 out of the last 4 state championships in 22, 23, and 25. A state semifinal appearance in 24. So Waynesdale's going to be tough for the Valley Indians, but that's who the Vikings from Columbus Academy have to look forward to in the state finals.
Yep, so the storybook season for the Eagles is over. We thank everybody that was tuning in, record-breaking numbers tuning in. Big shout out to John O'Donnell for all his support throughout this season. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here today, but with us in spirit, and couldn't get the win for him, but has done a great job technology-wise. Appreciate Matt Mosier, LB alum, class of 95, coming in to fill in admirably as our color commentator, did a tremendous job. That will end the season here today for the Eagles. Unfortunately, on the losing end, 5-2. But congratulations to Coach Rader, the seniors, and the entire team on a tremendous season. Until next year, I'm Jason Brorman, your play-by-play announcer on behalf of our color man, Matt Mosier, signing off, as always, saying, go Eagles, and good night, Ricardo.